me a favor?
Yeah? Can you mute it for a second?
Yeah, hold on. Do me a favor.
Hold on, I want to tell you something that was a little weird.
Can you do me a favor though, for real? Can you make sure to please not do gymnastics in my house anymore? Do you think? Hmm? What do you think about that one? Oh my gosh.
What?
Freaking wasp in the house. Oh my god, there's multiple wasps in the house. Dang, I left my syrups at Daddy's, both of them! Damn, I want to make like a strawberry or blueberry syrup, but I can't do that. Because I'm not at his dad's house where I have access to actual multiple pots and stove tops and things. Oh, man. You want oatmeal for dinner? You want oatmeal for dinner instead of like ham and eggs and the same thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Strawberries and blueberries?
No. Plain old oatmeal.
Just plain old oatmeal. You don't want... Well, I'm going to put other things in it. You don't want blueberries or strawberries in it? One or the other? The blueberries are sweeter.
What?
I'll do blueberries because they're sweeter.
I don't want anything, I told you.
Alright. You don't want plum jam in there?
No. No.
I could add a little, make it a little sweeter for you.
No.
Dude, these fucking wasps, bro. Get out my house, yo. Get out my house.
Mom,
Child.
can you also add a little milk to it or something?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to.
Okay. Make sure to add more than normal.
Oh. Smellify that garbage
Make
can
sure
so
to
it smells
fill up a
all
cup with milk so I
fake
can
flowers.
drink out of it.
Oh shit, I'm almost out of garbage bags. Okay, I need to be making a running list. Garbage bags. Garbage bag, garbage bag, garbage bag, garbage bag, garbage bag. I love you too, lovey. What was the other thing that I just said I was running out of? Cat food for sure. Oh yeah, baby wipes. Paper towels. some toilet paper. Nice.
So, what do you need from him to make this right?
Simply wanted to pay back the quarter book I lost that night, and we'll call it even.
Actually, can't do is raise a child.
Just one quarter.
Just one. Done. Done.
But every day I was in the hospital.
What now? Nice twist. Well played. How long were you on the bottom again?
4 years, 7 months, 2 days.
Oh, that's all? All right, I'm gonna do that.
Well, hello, everybody.
The way you do that is nice twist.
So I spoke to her again. And in that communication, I said, hey, did you talk to my lawyer yet? So, like, we know what to do? Because we're trying to make a decision this week. Like, I'm trying to make a decision. So, like, whether or not to start the court paperwork on a forced sale or not. You know, like, the longer I wait to start it, the longer it takes to finish it. So, like, if I'm going to do that, I don't want to be just sitting here for no reason all this time. You know? So, anyway, I was met with, no, I haven't spoken to your lawyer. He's welcome to call me if he has any questions. And I was like, no, that's, like, not... You don't seem to be getting this very, like, I was like, she was like, she's like, or you can just wait. You know, she told me I could take a payment plan from her, or I could just wait for the $28,000. And I said, dude, no, the reason I'm accepting $28K was because of speed, for it to be faster. I'm willing to wait, like, for you to figure it out for 45, but you told me that you had a loan for 28K and that's why it had to be that number. And so, okay, where's the loan? So now that's, like, obviously not happening. You told me you had the money. You told me you don't have the money. You told me you have the money. You don't have the money, whatever. Like, I'm done waiting now. I've been patient as fuck. And I'm happy to continue to be as patient as I can if there's actually something happening. But I'm not going to wait 7, 8 months, a year for less than what my property is even fucking worth. No, if I have to wait all this time just for me to get 28K, I might as well just do the forced sale because it's going to take just as long as she's taking, you know? And I was willing to take way lower than fair market value. Oh shit, he wants oatmeal. I was way willing to take fair market value, way below fair market value, because I knew that I was willing to assume that she is not going to be able to come up with $45,000, and I wanted her to be able to get the property. But I'm not in this for favors, especially to her. And I'm not indebted to her in any way, and I'm not here for any favors, especially to her. So I'm guess that I'm going to have to if I have to stay here, then I might as well stay here and just get what I deserve, you know? And I can also have the karmic relief of her not getting getting this whole fucking property when she doesn't deserve it, when she snuck it and stole it. She keeps telling me that I cannot do a forced sale. She's like, you can't do a forced sale because of our title. I was like, no. And she's like, there's a thing on our title that says the land can't be broken up. And I was like, yeah, that's a partition. That's a stipulation saying that the land cannot be divided. That's not a fucking there's no stipulation on the land saying I can't sell. I'm not stuck here. I don't know what you're thinking. There are legal protections for shit like this. It's called a forced sale. If you can't buy the property for fair market value, then I can force a sale and the whole land sells. Because here's the thing, because she fucking fucked herself over. The day that we signed the title, see, I trusted her so fully, and you guys who know the story, so I'm just gonna blow through this, but she's changed the paperwork on me because I trusted her. We're supposed to have a tenancy in common, but we have a joint tenancy. Now, a tenancy in common, when you own land, you should own land with people you don't know, or not don't know, but people that are not your family. You should do a tenancy in common. If you die, your land goes to whomever you will it to, or to your next of kin. But if there is a joint tenancy, then that means that when you die, the property goes automatically to the other owner or other owners, okay? She did a switcheroo on me, and I'm the one who wrote the paperwork out, so I know it had tenancy in common on it. But then when I just looked at it a year ago, it says joint tenancy, and I remember vividly her saying, Heather, we have to sign the paperwork again because of some reason, they have to add your name on the line or whatever. She did a switcheroo and changed it to a joint tenancy, thinking that whatever. Well, she just fucking shot herself in the foot, because that fucking joint tenancy is the only reason I can sell this fucking property without any fucking help, or I don't need her. I can do a forced sale on this land. And the only reason is because I have rights of survivorship. If I didn't have a fucking, if it wasn't a joint tenancy, whatever, with the rights of survivorship, my lawyer already looked at the title. He already went over the documents very thoroughly. And he told me directly, he's like, if she can come up with 28K and like, you can be just done, and it's fast and simple, take it. And I was like, yeah, I will. I'm happy to take it. I want to take it. If she could give me the money, I'd take it and go right now. Yeah, hold on. So anyway, my lawyer was going over the title and looking at everything, and Elliott, no, it's not muted. So he was going over the title sitting there. And he's like, oh, you're so good. He's like, girl, you're so good. He's like, it's better than I thought. He's like, yeah, you're good. He's like, you can do a forced sale for sure. He's like, you've got, it's a joint tenancy. You've got rights of survivorship. He's like, all you need is the death certificate to facilitate the whole, you're 50-50 owner. And instead of 1/3 of an owner or whatever. And it's a done deal. And I told him, I was like, well, I don't want to do that to her. I want to try and take the money because I really want it. You know, this was like 2 months ago when I was like not imagining being here any fucking longer. And so I was like perfectly willing. Just be careful. Just, you can do it. Yes, you can. You could just use your fingers. So anyways, buddy.
I need to bend my wrist.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't. Hold on a second. Anyways, I'm unmuted again. So, anyway, because that little switcheroo happened, and now listen, I'm going to take my statement back. Okay, so anyway, I take that statement back. You know, I really don't know for sure if she did it on purpose or anything like that. So we'll just like say that like, I don't know how it happened, but somehow, for real, it went from a tenancy in common to a joint tenancy. And it's just really weird because I filled out the paperwork initially. And it's just weird because I was asked, hold on, we got to sign this other one. They didn't have a third line for your name, so they had to add it on there or whatever. So I was like, okay, like I trust you fully, no problem. And it's just weird how all those things I notice and put the pieces together. It's just weird. But I will not say definitively that she did it intentionally because honestly, you know, like really, I wasn't there. I don't know for sure, but I do know that it's just really weird what the signs from the outside look like. And now, all that being said, so I explained to her, I was like, so I don't think you understand. A partition is a partition where the land is divided. I'm not trying to divide the land. The land doesn't need whatever to be sold. It can be sold. There's no stipulation on the land being sold. I have 50-50 ownership with rights of survivorship, which means that I can sell the property. I can force a sale. Like, it's literally, everybody knows that.
The reason she said you can't is because she just wants to stay.
Yeah, she wants to stay, duh. And she thinks, she still, because she bluffs and she lies so much, she thinks that I lie and I bluff. So she tries to like interpret like every text I send her what the real meaning actually is, because she's making it up in her head that I'm not telling her exactly what I think and what I feel and what I say. I literally am the most direct person. I prefer that. So I'd rather you know exactly where I stand and make your decision from a place of full knowledge. Like, hello, even if it's like uncomfortable, it's better to get it out. And also, I'm not ashamed or whatever. I don't have shame and modesty in that way. So I'll just blurt things out. I don't care. Because I'd rather just get it solved, you know? Hey, Chelsea. But anyway, so, message her, Kristen, message her so that we can like get on the same page with everything, if you could. So anyway, I, was like, listen, I'm not trying to partition the land. I'm going to sell I'm going to enter in a forced sale. And I was like, and I'm happy to, wait a little bit for you to come up with $45,000, which is half of what half of the value of the property. But I'm not going to sit here for a year and wait for you to come up with $28,000. That's not what I'm going to just move forward with a forced sale. That's just foolishness for me to do that. I'm not going to do what's in her best interest. I'm going to do what's in my best interest. Excuse me. And I don't know how come she thinks that that's what I was saying. She's bluffing. She thinks that I'm bluffing. She thinks that I'm bluffing about having a lawyer. She thinks I'm full of crap. She thinks I don't have a lawyer. She thinks I'm making it all up. I know it.
Ow.
Because she made it up. She lied and said she had a lawyer. And then I found out that was a lie because she said in text messages, my mom's been helping me. And then in later text messages, she said how she doesn't trust any attorney and how she would literally never. And I was just like, wait a minute. Like, you just admitted that you don't have an attorney and you've been telling me this whole time you have an attorney. It's just weird. I just don't lie. I just never told her that I had a lawyer until I had a lawyer because I didn't want to lie.
Have you ever lied once?
Oh, yeah, I've definitely lied before.
About what?
I don't know. I've lied about where I was, who I was with, what I was doing. I've lied about all kinds of stupid shit, honey.
And what did you lie about?
Just keep out of trouble. Because my mom, was so crazy and used to beat me up so bad.
Who were you with at some points?
I don't have any idea. Listen, Elliott, I lied about stupid stuff and I lied all the time when I was younger. I don't know why I did because I guess I thought...
Dumb.
I wasn't dumb, honey. I just was treated so badly in my home that I thought that I had to completely make up someone new to be loved by anybody. I had to pretend I was someone completely different for anyone to love me.
Really?
Yep, that's what I thought.
Who were you pretending to be?
I was pretending to be literally every single person I ever met.
Or they just gave me the weird look.
Do you want to go outside and go potty?
He just shook his head.
He thinks he's making food, so he's thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get me some food.
And he immediately went into his tent.
He did? Yeah, see, he wants food. He doesn't want to go outside. You're a silly dog. He literally just went and laid down in his kennel instead of going outside with me. What a silly dog. And he knows what I'm saying. He wants food. That's why I poured some extra in there. I was like, fuck, I'll give some to the dog.
Can you make food for me now? Where's the hot water? Did you not hear hot water? Aren't you making oatmeal?
Yep.
But where's the hot water?
What do you mean? I'm literally making you oatmeal from scratch, Elliott. I'm not making instant oatmeal. It's not pour hot water on. I'm making you real oatmeal.
I know, but I mean, like,
I don't make it by pouring water on. That's how you make instant oatmeal. That's not how you make real oatmeal.
Well, I want instant.
We don't have instant oatmeal. All I have is barley.
I have a barley. What's a
Like whole
barley?
oats, basically.
What's a barley?
Are you going to do any gymnastics in the house anymore? Little jump maneuvers?
Yes,
Yes, you are.
even though I broke my
You didn't break your arm. Don't cry wolf. I'm serious.
Even though I broke my toe.
You may have broken your toe, but you definitely didn't break your arm.
My toe is still sore.
Let me
when
see it. It's not broken.
How do you know?
It would be like literally big and purple.
Can you help?
Help what?
Can I take this off?
Take what off?
My hand doesn't hurt as so much.
You want to take it off? Yeah, you can
it
take it off.
doesn't hurt as much. Look, this is how far it goes.
A fucking ant was crawling up my foot.
This is how far it has to go to just to barely start
It's like one of
hurting.
those. I bet it fell through. It was a big one.
I'm taking this off in a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, feels weird. Oh,
Then your wrist. Ooh, your wrist is really swollen. Careful, careful, careful. For real. Careful. Turn it over for me.
There's a bump.
Turn it over, please.
It's ready.
Just be easy with it. You should definitely wear this. If you fall down and you land on your wrist, you could really damage yourself. So just look at me. Look at me for
I'm
real.
only going to grab the tablet.
I want you to sit still while you have this off, okay?
Oh, I was gonna go play with clay.
All right, I'm gonna go fire up the generator really
It doesn't
quickly.
even hurt to hold this.
That's good, but if you fall down, you could break it. It's like painful now. So if you fall and you land on it, you're not going to be able to land on it properly because you're in pain. So you're going to try to avoid landing where the pain part is, which could cause you to snap your wrist. Just trust me. Just say yes, ma'am, and trust me. Just say yes, ma'am, and trust me. These are the most fucking stupidly designed. I swear to God. You wait till I see the person who freaking invented these motherfuckers. My hair has become cumbersome. Too heavy, not light. Gets tangled and makes me tear my neck. Damn tonight. Cumbersome. Come on. God, for the love of God, how are you supposed to pick it up and press the button at the same time? Oh, there's like a mosquito or something on my ass cheek. A bee. Okay, there's enough gas in there to get me what I need. Ah, it's instantly cooler in here. Louder, but cooler.
Okay, yeah, I want to put it back on already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurts just to move my arm.
You definitely sprained it, Elliott. Like, I'm telling you for sure.
Will I die?
No, but you have to be very careful. The reason you wear this is to protect your wrist from further damage.
Will I?
And allow it to heal, and allow it to heal in a neutral spot. Make sure your wrist is in that spot. Put your wrist.
At least like this, I can relax my hand. Not relax my arm.
Look at that.
He wants out now.
Okay. Well, he thinks I've served food, is what it is.
There's no food.
Not yet. Wait, Orly.
Wait. Really kind of am incompetent.
Be careful, don't hurt your wrist. Oh fuck, we don't have any bowls. Oh my god, dude, this is lame.
Come here. At the end of the straw, this is what I was doing, Mom. Hold on, I'll go get a bowl and we can rinse it out. Beep, beep. We can use this one for Orly. Eat out of because he doesn't eat that much today.
No, grab, here, I'll wash this cup out.
No. This is good. Look. Just needs a few rinses. By few, I mean an hour long. One rinse.
Yeah, I forgot I washed this bowl when I was at your dad's, so it's only had the kibble in there. It hasn't had anything ugly in there. Well, at least the animals have food bowls, you know.
Yeah.
I was being facetious.
No, we don't. the back of the straw.
It's vibrating because of the bubble like action.
Yay! Woo, woo, woo. What happens if I put my arm in the garlic press? There's the front of the ant. Picks up and now we just see the ant's body across the ground. Is my food ready?
Almost.
Food. Can we move all this, Mom? Can we move all this back over to here? Did you not see what I was pointing at?
Just a minute, baby.
Can we move the water jug and the composting back where it originally was?
No,
Why?
because that's falling apart. It can't handle the weight anymore. What are you watching? What is that? What is this? What is this?
The Garfield movie.
Oh. I don't know what that is. It scared me. I've never seen that movie before.
They keep making cat fun. They keep doing. We have permosos and stuff.
It's funny how
And they did They keep doing cat fun.
yeah, because it's a cat movie. You know what's hilarious? I've been saying this whole time how I can't believe she betrayed me.
Look.
I know, I see your little penis.
No, the dimple.
Skin
You
folds.
do it.
Anyway, so the thing that I thought, the tarot reading said this morning that the very thing, you know, whatever that, and she says this sometimes to me, your hair. Go. So she says this a lot to me about how, like, the very thing that caused me pain will be the thing to save me in the end, and will be the thing that, Elliott, stop Stop that. I know exactly what you're doing. And now you cannot have this anymore. You almost hit the tablet a bunch of times. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. So anyway, it's funny because that whole thing, it's true, because I felt so betrayed when I found out that the title had been switched from a tenancy in common to a joint tenancy. But ironically, the reason that I'm going to be able to do a forced sale on this property is because someone switched it from a tenancy in common to a joint tenancy right before we signed it. It's just crazy. So the very thing that I was so heartbroken about in the end will be the thing that makes this all possible for me to get myself out of this. It's absolutely mind-blowing to me. Yep.
Look, what's the straw?
Yay! Squeaky clean and sanitized. Monk fruit.
What's male cow? Why?
Just the way that the word evolved over time.
Okay. But why are bulls male cows? And not cows male cows?
Females are called sows. Or that's a female pig.
I think you have your animal.
But bull is, a bull is a bull. Everybody knows what a bull is. Bullshit, it's a bull. Wow, darkness. Tell me you don't know me without telling me you don't know me.
Look. Ready?
Don't drop it all over my floor, baby, please. Elliott, eat your food now.
Well, come on,
Hey,
here, now.
let's take a break.
Now it's all stuck in that.
Come on, take a bite. Why is this carpet all pulled up? I almost tripped over it.
Huh?
Yeah?
When will the chef direct come in?
Tomorrow or the next day.
I wanted to watch it tonight.
I know, but you can't. Go. your hands, probably. All right, here you go.
I don't want to touch it.
Don't be like that,
No,
dude. Come on,
I
just
don't
stop.
wanna touch it.
Just stop. Go eat.
Oh, and can you add some blueberries?
Damn it, dude. I had to add so many chia seeds to get the liquid out because you didn't want any blueberries.
What's liquid? What liquid, Mom?
Giving time to stop on that.
Mom,
Yeah, baby.
guess what would have happened to Garfield if he didn't lift his head?
What would have happened to him if he didn't lift his head?
Look. Here. Come on. I want.
What's the rules, Elliott, about interrupting?
Quick, quick.
Doesn't matter how quick it's going to be. If I'm in the middle of doing something, I'm going to give you my attention as soon as I'm finished, okay? We're just going to be respectful. We're going to be respectful.
What? When's that? What, 20?
Is it a giant piece of cheese?
No.
Lasagna? Yeah, it's cheese.
It's nice, though. If he didn't lift his head would be gone.
Oh my god.
Off his torso.
He's going to get the chop. Watch out. Watch out. Stop.
Why are you letting him
So your
water?
strawberry or blueberries going to be salt. Salt. Just for them. Stir it up a little bit.
Why'd you put chia seeds?
Baby, chia seeds are super good for you and Orly. Oh, did you really spill that? You motherfucker. Excuse me, baby. Don't. He actually ate it every single bite before it spilled. What a good boy. What a piggy pie.
He makes it, I can't.
Elliott, you are not invalid because you have a sprained wrist, buddy. You can still function. You have to learn how to function around your boo-boo. Mom can't suddenly start wiping your butt. I don't know. Probably a couple weeks. Probably be tender for... It'll probably be tender for a little while. You want to go outside now? Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm making my coffee and then I'll take you outside.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I love you.
Well, you were napping the entire time. I had my hand like hanging out the back door.
Did you?
Yeah, trying to snap my fingers.
Oh.
Is this snapping my fingers? It should sound like this.
Mm-hmm. Don't, you're gonna hurt your wrist.
Ow, I'm smacking it.
You see when my hand moves? What goes on here? You see what happens when I move my fingers? Look here. Please don't put your mouth on me, baby. That is literally... I'm covered in sweat right now. Please don't put your mouth on me. That is truly, truly, truly the most gross thing. I don't want spit on me. It smells bad. I don't want to smell like spit, please. Hold on, Orly. Wait. Give me 1 second.
one.
You almost had me.
Yeah.
You almost had me.
And,
Oh, get out of my house, wasp!
and I almost broke my spine.
Elliott. Why is it?
Ew. They're gonna make it.
No, they're not. I'm gonna shoo them out. Where'd they go?
There's one.
There you go.
And the other one,
She just wanted to go outside. That's all she wanted.
too. Then the other
The
one
wasp.
just got squished under my foot.
Yeah, right. You'd be screaming. As if.
There it is. There it is. There it is, Mom. Mom, right there. Oh, wait, wait. This is how fancy people fly. Just like this. Just like this.
It was never about the bill. It was about you getting cold trying to speed it.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Ooh, I forgot we can't sing that guy's songs anymore.
I knew something.
Man, I don't like these clouds, dude. Making me nervous. Oh, so good. Where's the left? Time to say goodbye. You think you can handle putting that away, thanks?
Because I'm even farther away from it than you are. Look. Eat one. Eat one.
No, thank you, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No. Your hands are dirty. I don't wanna go and do your kid thing. Did you wash your hands before you went? It's no, don't press buttons. Do you see that it's doing
I
something?
press the turn off button. You just smacked me.
Uh-huh, and I'm your mom. And I had a reason for it. You don't hit back. That's why you
Trying
got
to get off?
That's why I touched you.
Pressing the turn off
Stop
button.
touching buttons. Go eat your food. There's gonna be flies and stuff, babe. We don't have screens. You can't leave food unattended. If you're not eating, it needs to get put away. Can't close the windows. It's too fucking hot. Man, this color in the sky is giving me the anxiousness. I do enjoy church every Sunday. I enjoy church every day of the week though, so. What is going on, dude? Open it and close it again. Alright, we are charging.
Can I have dessert?
It's like not letting me click on
Can I
anything.
have dessert?
I didn't know you had oatmeal
Let
for
me
dinner.
try.
No. The icons aren't working yet. It just needs time. It needs time. It just did an update, so it needs time to load. I'm just gonna give it the time it needs. I'm not gonna try to use it. Let's see if I can shut it. No, none of the buttons work.
Try again. It's
See,
pointing.
none of the buttons are working, baby.
It's a pushing button.
There we go. Leave it like
Can I
that.
have dessert?
I'll make more. Okay. Oh, you know anything wrong? Aw. Well, thanks anyways, Nash. Oh yeah, I see where you said that you sent a super chat. Did it not go through? Blah, blah, blah. If you survive the nukes. I can't get my computer to work, so I can't get the damn thing to go into subscriber mode. So. Yay. What are you doing now? Ooh, okay. It worked. I just don't know how to use this stuff. Why would I vote for anyone who's in the pocket of Israel? I got it to work. Hold on, I'm getting there, girls.
Can I have a lollipop? Please.
No, baby.
one. Just one more, please.
Mm-mm.
Or do you want me to squirt this little juice packet on you? Slush bottle.
Why would you say that to me? So you try to blackmail me? If I don't do what you want, you're gonna try to speak. Well, that's definitely the way to
joking.
get the opposite out of me. I don't know if you realized.
I was joking. What happens if I press the Siri
You'll get a
icon?
slap on your hand. That's what will happen.
No, the Siri icon.
You'll get a slap on your hand.
Why? Which one?
Stop it! It's Dad's machine. Stop, Elliott.
It's
Stop.
Siri's.
Stop. Go eat. Go.
Siri's on.
Go eat.
Hi, Siri.
Cancel.
Tell me a joke.
Elliott, for the love of God. Stop touching
Wait,
me.
hold on.
Here.
Wait, let me tell it a joke.
My
Tell
love.
me a joke.
Alright, you can have it tell you a joke. Touch the off button. Yeah, it's not going to be able to do anything because she's not really connected, so.
Oh, wait.
Oh, this cord is so
Tell me a
twisted.
joke.
What is that?
Look.
Stop. Being argued with.
Volume a little bit. Tell me a joke.
I walked into a pet shop and asked for 12 keys. They handed me 13 and said, the last one is a freebie.
Okay, stop pressing the buttons on
Hold
Dad's
on,
computer.
let me
Please,
turn
I'm
it
trying to let the computer do its thing, baby. I'm only loaded it so that I can put this in survivor mode.
Turn up a little bit.
Subscriber mode. I'm like trying to, I'm getting anxious now because I'm like
Tell me a joke.
frustrated.
A woman got a pet parrot, but she was horrified to discover that all it did was say mean things and insult her.
Thank you, Moody.
Nothing she did could stop it. She was especially worried because her whole family was coming over for Thanksgiving. But when Thanksgiving dinner finally came, the parrot didn't say a word the entire time. After the meal, the parrot turned to its owner and said, "Please forgive my behavior from before. I was entirely out of line." "Wow," the woman said. "Glad to hear it. If I may ask," said the parrot, "what on earth did that turkey say to you?"
What did it say? What did it say? I don't get it.
The parrot saw the dead bird cooked and eaten, and he was like, "Oh shit, I better stop being bad." So what did that turkey say to you? So I know not to say it.
Oh.
Alright, let's,
Wait, hold on,
we're
one
gonna
more
turn this
joke.
off.
One more
Alright,
joke.
one more. You said one more last two.
Tell me a joke.
I saw a movie about how ships are put together. It was riveting.
Alright, go eat,
Hey,
please.
someone sent a super chat.
I know, I said thank you.
Thank you. Wait, they sent $6.99.
Alright, go get Orly.
Wait, hold on.
Go get Orly.
Wait, they sent $6.99 and only $6.57 in the whole thing.
So YouTube might not be showing the numbers correctly.
Tell me a joke.
Okay, pun alert. Why is
Elliott,
Peter
you
Pan
said
always
that one was
flying?
the last one.
Because he never lands.
You see how I can't trust ya? Did you honor what you say? Did you finish all your stuff?
She said, okay, pun alert. Why is Peter Pan always flying? Because
He never lands.
Wait, your turn. Tell me a joke.
How does a bird break into a bird feeder? With a crowbar.
Oh, thank you!
Oh, I get it. I get it. A crowbar.
What, Mom?
Tell me another joke.
What do you call a chicken at the North Pole? Lost.
I don't get that one.
Excuse me. Excuse me. 1 second. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me.
Tell me. Restaurants.
I don't know.
Their customers don't
Why?
like fast food.
Cause why?
Because their customers don't like fast food.
Oh, snail.
Oh, it's hilarious.
That is hilarious. Elliott, honey, I can make you some more food. No, I can make you some more food.
I want dessert.
I can
A lollipop.
make you something sweet.
dessert.
Okay, I got you. Stop. I got you. Make you something sweet.
Lollipop.
So that was lawyer.
I don't know what she said.
Is there something on the back?
No.
And I really can't say what we talked about because I can't. But I will.
Things fogged up.
I see that. I can't talk about what we talked about, but I can tell my girls in the Discord later.
Lollipop. Lollipop.
No, I'm not making a lollipop for you. No, I didn't say okay to a lollipop. I said I got you. That's specifically what I said. I'm not gonna just make bread. Shush and just trust me. Would you trust me?
Have one of those.
No. All right, I'm not gonna do anything then if you won't trust me. And I want a quiet house, but the generator's running and it's too hot to roll the windows up. So. Tough titty, said the kitty. I need to stop slicing it on an angle, so I'm just gonna make it even. I want one too.
Make your axe these quick.
No. You can eat some of those though if you want, but don't fill up. I'm making some bread with butter and cocoa.
What? So you're making it with fruit?
Yep. You caught me.
My food always gets stuck in my tonsil and I have to suck it out, swallow, suck it out.
Me too. It's because we have really big tonsils. It's hereditary.
You can tell when it's in your tonsil, it's like a hump.
sugar first, then cocoa.
I'm chewing with my nail tooth to make it strong.
Don't push on it too hard because you want it to grow out. You don't want it to, like, you know, struggle and get pushed back in. It's very mobile right now because it's in movement. So you want to just be mindful with that. Use it, but just don't hurt it. Don't put too much pain on it. Woo, that's a big breeze. Uh-oh.
What did you say? Uh-oh.
Scared of lightning, baby. I'm just scared of lightning. There we go. So you take the cocoa, the sugar, and the butter, and you put it on some bread. And then you just let it do the thing. Let it heat up. The butter will melt, and then it will mix with the cocoa and the sugar, and it will become a sauce. And it's really good. Dude, wait, Chelsea can't see her now?
No.
Okay, hold on. All right, Chelsea, you should be a moderator now. Do you see Barefoot now? Oh, okay, there's Kel. Okay, Kel, now you're there. And Kel, I wonder if Kel can see you too, you know? Oh my gosh! Kel, can you see Barefoot? Barefoot, can you see Kel? You see Chelsea. Damn it! She still can't see you. Ah! I accidentally sliced the bread so sideways. There's one. There's another one. Make sure you can't get it. You watch it like a hawk. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yum. Damn it, it's almost burning. Left it on there too long. Hold on, I got a hot pan. My God, that's a hot pan. Just eat it so that the thingies don't get it. No, I haven't made the pico yet. I don't have anything to put it in. What did you spray in here? Oh, never mind. It was the oranges. I'm done with Bigo. My agency is going to let me go because I haven't communicated with them in 3 months. And I haven't met my quota. I quit. My app sucks. I love chocolate bread.
Take a drip of chocolate from this.
You're eating them all, aren't you? Dude, there's so many freaking wasps, bees, and shit in my house.
And my stomach.
They're in your stomach. This lightning storm's making me nervous. I'm gonna go check my fire map.
Sniffing my bloody foot.
Oh yeah. Don't let him lick it. You got that numbing spray on there. It can make him sick. Oh man, I forgot I had coffee. I could have. I got it. God, I just want to be out of here, dude. I don't understand. Hair is so sore. Doing maintenance. I don't like my scalp tight. Maintenance makes your scalp tight. Wish I had left it alone, but I really needed it. No, honey. Elliott, stop. You're already said if you had 2 earlier, you would get 0 more for the rest of the day. Please get off the dog, honey. If you accidentally fall, you'll hurt it. Please. Baby, please. Thank you. Alright, if you're done, why don't you come and simmer up here? You gotta... They're not there. Oh, buddy. You cannot just sit... You cannot just sit here and eat stuff back to back to back to back to back. Like, come on. I love it how I get listened to. 2 a.m. Yeah, baby?
Can I have this?
No, Lori. No.
Can I have this?
Yeah. Oh shit, Chelsea, you're welcome. I always think nobody wants to be a mod because, like, it's a pain in the ass, you know what I mean? I still post on TikTok occasionally, and I accidentally created another Facebook or a TikTok page trying to log into my second, account. So I accidentally created another fucking account, whatever. There's 2 accounts. There's Lean Into the Cringe, and there's Mom Has That. I think it's called Mom Has That. I can't remember now. But Lean Into the Cringe, all one word. If you guys add me on TikTok, then I'll go live on TikTok. But I don't have the ability to go live on TikTok right now because I need 1,000 followers. Dude, you could have just asked. I didn't even realize. I always think I'm like putting like an obligation on people, you know, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, I would totally go live there again, but I don't have enough followers. It'll take probably a long time to get me to 999 because I have another account that still only has like under 100 followers. The only reason that I even really got that as many followers as I did is because I had a viral video.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Look.
You don't fall, you'll land, you can't catch yourself like normal. Please don't do gymnastic stuff in the house, Elliott. I can't type in, oh, I can go here and type in the comments. So that is my TikTok. I mean, obviously I have my Subliminal Locks TikTok. You're welcome to follow me there as well. But if you follow me on that one and I get to 1,000 followers, I will start to live stream there.
Okay. Tell me if you want to cut his records.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
MrBeast has just been exposed in a viral video and it is getting bad. So last time we talked about the Chris Tyson.
Hold on.
Do you think attention is the most valuable currency in the world?
Well, of course. If you could post something and everyone in the world would watch it, you'd be the most powerful man on earth.
I have to start closing up my house.
Promoting gambling. I think people are going to see this
There
negative.
the guy who just blows away millions of dollars on YouTube and it's a scammer.
They don't have to pay any consequence for the
fake signatures.
Ponzi schemes are great up until they just go bust.
I wanted to provide some context to the video. I'm a former MrBeast employee, and today I am alleging that the company rigged videos and did illegal lotteries and sold fake signatures. I would consider that fraud, okay? Thank you, enjoy the video. So this is part one to my investigation of MrBeast. I recorded this before the Chris stuff came out. I was also going to come out about Chris stuff, probably part 2 or 3. So I see a lot of people saying like, oh, you knew why you come forward, why you go to the authorities. Well, I was going to come forward, but also like, going to the authorities isn't going to work. What are you going to say? Like, you heard rumors or this person is this way or that. There's obviously evidence of like the shop-based stuff. Like, that's been out for a while. People have internally known at the company. They're like, Chris is kind of a potential minor's attractive person, and the company protects her, and they were protecting her, and they protected her as long as they could. Jimmy knew, everyone knew. So, which I think that's more of a red flag than anything I'm going to reveal in this video. But these messages happen in like MrBeast
Mind if I
Discords.
grab the gum and like put all the
I don't know, it's a
red
mess
like,
when
outer stuff and shoot up?
MrBeast contestants being
The
exposed
red
to like
outer
gone already.
minor attractive persons
No,
and
I
the
mean
company
small bits.
protecting
I
them.
can take the small bits out.
There's a big emphasis at the company of
Baby,
like
don't put your gum
how
out of your
you
mouth. Your hands are so
manipulate
dirty,
children,
and it's
like,
gonna make
understanding their
it could
psychology,
get
and
everywhere that way.
so, that's
Gum
sort
is
of used in
dangerous.
weird ways, and there's been like parasocial relationships and encouraging like almost children simping for these people, and maybe that's as nefarious as it gets, or maybe it goes deeper. Anyway, here's another podcast clip of Jimmy explaining that he knows that his audience is young. Which is an old clip. You can say like his audience is young. I would say he's gained most of his audience since then, and his content's only gotten younger. And also, this clip really just shows that like he understands the YouTube analytics are bullshit, because he can try to use that as a defense, but he knows. So here's that clip, and then I'll get into the video.
The average demographic is what, 13 through 17? Is that the biggest spike in your analytics?
Well, I mean, mine's bullshit. It says like 18 to 24, but I know all my fucking viewers are little kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's a lot like that because, little kids lie about their age or they're on their, like...
But yeah, then I have like a fucking massive one for like the 40-year-old range because all the fucking idiots are on their parents' account.
Now, MrBeast intentionally manipulates these children's vulnerable minds for profit using 3 simple steps, which closely align with the 3 major types of behavioral learning. Step 1 is getting the viewer to associate the brand with trust and authority. MrBeast videos are real, and he's a great guy that gives away big rewards to his loyal followers. I will show you irrefutable evidence in a minute that his videos are in fact fake. Step 2 is showing the viewers that when people interact with MrBeast in a way that benefits MrBeast, when they do what he tells them to do, they win big rewards.
Is he subscribed? You are subscribed. Here's some money. Have a good day. Some of them feel like I just walk around with $1,000. It's like, oh, thanks for watching my videos. Hit that subscribe button because you might bump into me in real life and it might make you a lot of money.
When people are devout followers of MrBeast, they get rewarded. And step 3 is finally calling on the viewer to act in some way that benefits the brand, promising big rewards in return. Now it's your turn to do what MrBeast tells you, and you will win big rewards. But you actually won't unless you're famous or friends or family of a MrBeast employee. So young, impressionable viewers are made to believe that MrBeast is a trusted authority who can give them big rewards. These young viewers are explicitly shown that dedicated followers or random subscribers like themselves are winning big rewards when they do what MrBeast tells them. These young viewers are explicitly told repeatedly that if they subscribe, if they buy products or act in some way that benefits the brand, they will win big rewards. Trust MrBeast, watch him help others, contribute to his cause, and one day he'll help you too. That's the formula. Subscribe for a Lamborghini and to make right. You could be in one. Subscribe right now. Subscribe, and I might do that next week. I might do that next week. Subscribe and you might win a free car. Subscribe for a free car. I love all of them. Subscribe and you upcoming subscribe and I give you a free car. Subscribe again. Subscribe and you could win that red subscribe button. You could also win a seriously, we always fly subscribers down. They never fly random subscribers down. MrBeast fakes his videos in ways that are worse than you realize. I say that because he's been exposed for faking videos before, and the common response is, why does it matter if the videos are fake? They're just meant to be entertainment. A large part of MrBeast's brand is the fact that he doesn't fake videos.
I remember when I first started seeing your videos,
Hello,
I was like,
Preppy
this shit's gotta be
Vlogs.
fake.
Oh, yeah. It's a huge problem for us now. I actually have to dial back my content sometimes just so people think it's real. Also, if what we had to film was scripted, you know,
Don't hurt me, hurt me.
it's not scripted, so you have to plan for a bunch of variables and you can't control.
I didn't know. I can't talk when I'm in pain.
Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pop out.
Have you ever faked a
Hold
video?
on, baby. Hold on. Hold on. That hurt my back really bad. I was not expecting to be like flung around like that hard.
This car is digitally linked. This pit is fake. This guy is fake. This raccoon is a paid actor. This island costs more than $1. The city is not abandoned. Buildings are
I don't want to be hurt. I just want love. Can I just have lovins?
That's not a lurker.
Can't you just love on me without hurting me? But why does it have to be painful to me? I don't understand why it has to be painful to me.
In fact, pretty much all the videos in Mac are scripted.
Please, you're pulling my hair now. Can you stop pulling on my hair? It's really hurting bad. Thank you. Scalp is sore. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to. I don't want to.
What we did was scripted? Holy shit.
I'm hurting.
This stuff
You
would
hurt
be
my
easy to
back.
pop
You don't
out.
understand. My back hurts right there in the spot. Please.
I found public records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located
Hi, Jerry
back in
Tomato.
August
Hi,
2023,
Jerry
2 months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former MrBeast
Good God, that
employee,
hurt.
this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team of MrBeast.
Aww.
Also, he didn't move into any old house. He moved into $1 million mansion. Now, I'm not going to dox him. Only some asshole would do something like that.
After doxing and bullying the pilot some more like a f***ing douchebag, turns to Eric and says, "How do I fly this thing?" It just starts pushing buttons.
But I did find pictures of this mansion online, so I fed them into
No. Don't act like these assholes.
pushing your buttons.
These are evil
This is what
people.
he came up with. It's
Stop.
honestly not that far
Don't
off.
mimic them.
This
I'm
6,000
pushing your
square foot
buttons,
$1 million
literally
mansion comes
pushing
with a
buttons.
movie theater and 7 bathrooms.
What are you going to spend the $800,000 on?
I made you dessert.
Yeah, I'm sure
I
they
let you have the.
That is a nice car.
Can't you just reel yourself in? Can't you go, okay, I'm taking it too far. I hurt my mom. Taking it too far now. Let's just reel her back in.
Let's cut this shit here.
What have you been doing for
Can you please turn off that movie? I really do believe that it's these movies. I'm gonna have to tell her to cancel it.
you know, playing catch my dad.
I'm not even kidding.
For a year.
Because
What do you?
this
How do you
movie
make money?
specifically has caused.
How are you like surviving?
Basically, like my main strategy is I go to
I
like
don't want to get hurt. I don't want us hurt.
I basically I'll do like I usually get like a amount of
Oh, you guys can't see.
With what?
But
The money that I've made.
this
How
is
did you make it? Huh?
this guy.
Oh, here.
He moved into $1 million mansion. Now contested. I found public records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located, back in August 2023, 2 months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former MrBeast employee, this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team at MrBeast. Also, he didn't just move into any old house, he moved into $1 million mansion. Now, I'm not going to dox him, only some asshole would do something like that.
After doxing and bullying the pilot some more like a f***ing douchebag, turns to Eric and says, "How do I fly this thing?" Eric just starts pushing buttons.
But I did find pictures of this mansion online, so I fed them into ChatGPT and asked it what it came up with. And it's honestly not that far off. His 6,000 square foot $1 million mansion comes with a movie theater and 7 bathrooms.
What are you going to spend the $800,000
Oh yeah,
on?
I mean, my life's changed
yeah. I mean the bus
Yeah,
is
I'm
not
sure that
that good.
$800,000 is
It's
really
just
going
all
to
my
change your
stuff
life.
in here.
Max is a nice car. Tell me, where are we right now? We're in the place that we drove to a few minutes ago. Mac, let's cut the shit here. What have you been doing for like the last year? A lot of family stuff. What kind of family stuff? Just like playing catch with my dad, For a year? How do you make money? How are you surviving?
Basically, my main strategy is I go to like grocery store type places.
Grocery store type places?
Yeah, and I basically what I'll do when I get there, I usually get like an amount of food that takes like a week or so, right?
With what money? The money that I've made. How did you make it? Huh? Listen, you're getting too caught up in the details. They'll figure it out.
So this is the guy who supposedly was a random
During this
viewer
time lapse on the 4th
that
day of
won
7
$1 million
days
from
stranded at sea, You
MrBeast.
can clearly see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds. But after a hard cut, magically 5 people are awake, and 2 of the boys have bright yellow raincoats that they didn't have when it rained on day 2.
And after standing the whole night completely soaked,
You didn't spend the night soaked, Jimmy. You slept on the production yacht. It's ironic because this is one of the videos where they claim that they don't fake things.
but no, we have to make it real. video channel that doesn't take things.
In this video, this wink was added in post. In fact, 58 was actually on the far opposite side of the room from 42, and he just didn't hear him. This whole revenge storyline was added in post. Multiple shots show how timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. They also manipulated contestants' audio in post.
We got 50 minutes.
In general, if anything happens last second, it's fake. Or if you can hear someone's voice but can't see their mouth,
All
the
fake.
audio
Everything
can
is
easily
fake
be
with
added in post.
MrBeast.
Literally think I'm gonna kill you.
And yes, this lie
And he
detector
talks
video was also
inappropriately.
Have you ever faked a video?
Or he knows that Chris Tyson was talking inappropriately to minors.
Still real to me, damn it!
Okay, so MrBeast fabricates some contestant dialogue and timers and movements and storylines and uses a bunch of shitty CGI, but who really cares? I mean, the videos are just for entertainment only, right? I mean, it's not like he's ever rigged the results of a challenge. That would be impossible because he films with hundreds of random subscribers, right? Wrong. Let's look at this video. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers.
So many people had jobs.
Oh, that contestant had to get out for her job? I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager. I actually recognize a lot of people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend. So yeah, the random subscribers you see in challenges are actually never random. They're almost always local to MrBeast, and oftentimes friends and family of MrBeast employees, or just the employees themselves. And when they do pull someone from outside of North Carolina, it's usually somebody who's in the industry, who's camera trained, who has built a following.
Hey, anyone I'm friends with watching that wants 10 grand?
They are never random subscribers. If you subscribe, you will not win $1 million. And what's even worse is that the results of this video were completely scripted. According to a former MrBeast employee, it would have been a PR problem if the boys had won by a lot. And because so many of the female contestants were MrBeast employees who got out immediately, production stepped in.
The dude started like zero, just like all of us, right? But the reason that he's gotten so big is because he lies and manipulates. But you can be a simp all you want. I don't want that level of fame. I would never want that. I would never want that many subscribers. And I don't stare at my views and stare at my subscribers like I don't care. I'm just doing my life. If people watch, they watch. If they don't, they don't.
It doesn't make the same offer to the girls.
The boys are blowing you out of the water. I paid the one guy who got a solvent to leave. Now if you don't win, that was all for nothing.
At another point, he gives the girls a camera drone so they would have been able to see how many boys were left. It doesn't work out, but seeing how much they're willing to help them on camera, willing to believe that they did, in fact, help them off camera. Apparently at the end, they were only monitoring the boys to see if they stepped on the red line and not the girls, so that the girls would win the challenge. And to be clear, obviously the girls had an unfair start with having so many MrBeast employees get out immediately. You know, I think they all did deserve $5,000 for that, but also the boys should deserve a fair chance at winning, I think. I think that's the expectation when you run a game show. But hey, that was a while ago, so I'm just glad they're not doing another rigged boys versus girls video. So knowing that MrBeast likes the results to be close and that offstage producers can sort of influence how a challenge progresses, I want to show one more example.
Wait till you hear about what he did with that chocolate bar. That chocolate bar was just a way to do this like lottery stuff that he's been getting away with.
Real life. Now immediately the intro is sped up and the timer is clearly added in post, and he clearly touches the laser here, but whatever, let's assume that it's all real time. When he reaches the bottom floor, he has to turn these water valves. Now you can tell that these valves aren't actually connected to anything because the water flows out in an instant, and it happens when he's not even touching the valve. The contestant also goes back to the first valve unaware that anything had happened, and he's still able to spin it. So the valve seems to spin freely and isn't actually connected to the flow of water. So you could assume that producers might be off camera with remote switches to trigger the flow of water, and assuming they've tested this, the producers might know how long it takes for the water to clear out of the room, so they could sort of decide on the fly how many turns of the valve it takes, or just when to trigger the water in general to make the results close. And in this video, spoiler alert, the contestant wins the money, so rigging the challenge could be seen as a good thing, but there are many examples of contestants losing, and in traditional media, this kind of rigging is actually completely illegal.
We always have the same person tie all the knots so that we know they've tied them at the exact same tension. I mean, we get down to inches.
Dude, so we went to this really nice little burger joint in Southern Oregon one time, and they obviously like trying to, you know, they've got a franchise, so literally they have MrBeast burgers. The MrBeast burger was literally all the same ingredients that I got on my burger, except it was called a MrBeast burger.
And then we have the standards and practices.
Because I'm not going to pay
if
for
you
that
don't know
shit.
what
And I
that
only
is,
did it to
on any
fucking
kind of a
pander to my child because I was like, all right, you know, like, whatever. It's only like $2 more. And I had a burger with everything on it. And Elliott has begged me so many times in the store. He was like, Mom, please, please, let's buy a MrBeast bar. Please. They have there's a golden ticket in there. There's a golden ticket. I could win the golden ticket. That's fucking manipulative. It was it was manipulative when Willy Wonka did it, and it's manipulative when he did it.
Game show where there is a prize. You have to have somebody that ensures.
But he only did that so that kids would buy it. You know what I mean?
Sure
That's all the reason he did.
Something that would favor.
Okay, that's it. Give me the gum. Is that your hair that was caught on?
In my mind, I'm thinking it's a fair game.
Give me that gum. If it comes out of your mouth
But
again,
it's
it's not.
not.
Don't
If they were
hurt me.
having problems finding people, they can
Knock my cup
see
over.
kind of what area you're in. And
You get gum in my
they
hair
came
and
to
we're
my
never
area
talking
many
again.
times, and I was in the smallest cupboard. They had like big ones, medium ones, small ones. I contorted this little 4'10" body into the smallest space, and I was in there for hours. And they didn't even open the door because they were like, a person can't even fit in there.
So yeah, Rosanna Pansana, I don't know who she is. She came out a few months ago saying that the game that she was a part of was fake. Like, she was in the top 2, but they made it look like that twin Paul, Logan Paul, was in the top 3, but he was like he got kicked out at like 5, and it made it look like he was the winner or whatever, and he wasn't the winner. So, oh yeah, sweetheart, love of my life.
Guess how much it costs? About $16.99.
What are you trying to make me buy? No.
Great movie, hi.
Okay, I'm gonna tell her now not to just go ahead and stop the process. Then you be patient and you wait. Get off of YouTube.
I only went on there so I could find out how much it is.
Alright, let's do some score. Would you like to play Minecraft? I will let you do 30 minutes of Minecraft. You stop hurting my dog. Don't put your weight on him. Don't try it. It's just the same burger as whatever burger joint you're getting a burger from. And they just say, MrBeast burger. It's a scam. It's just a way to make free money.
And my heart was like, oh, they're going to find me, they're going to find me. And then I could hear them saying, like, she's not here. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, she's not here. The other thing that they said is absolutely no climbing in the air vents or the ceiling. And they said it's because they do all their wiring in the ceiling.
I don't date bisexual men.
If it was held accountable, especially because this was a YouTube original production.
But don't
that
bother
would have been
replying to
eliminated
that
for
because I'm
cheating.
not going
They
to
broke
engage
the
in that
rules,
hate bait.
And guarantee you, if I climbed in the ceiling, MrBeast would eliminate me.
He was in the ceiling! Also, I think some of the MrBeast giveaways have been fake, but I'll get to that later. So now that I've explained some of the ways that MrBeast lies to build trust with his audience, I want to go on to explain how he exploits that trust for profit through running illegal lotteries, selling fake signatures, giving children diabetes, and more. A call to action is simply when you tell the viewer to do something. Saying subscribe is a call to action.
Don't forget to
Early
like
in
and
his
subscribe.
MrBeast found a better version of this where he takes a call to action and he adds positive or negative reinforcement to it. Now, as adults, we can recognize that subscribe for a cookie is a joke. It's not a real offer, but again, MrBeast's audience is primarily children.
No, he's not
who
my
may have
kid. I
authorities
just
in their
stole
life
him.
that actually use sweet treats or video game detentions as forms of reinforcement. And you aren't born understanding sarcasm. Whatever the reason, these reinforced call to actions are more effective than just saying subscribe. Oh, but there's an even much better version. the call to action giveaway.
If you guys want to win a brand new PS5, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel.
I can't believe people are still doing fucking giveaways.
Just click on her name.
Shit, it's so annoying. Stop this fucking shit. I'm so tired of it. Fucking 10 years of YouTube. People are still like buying subs.
You're gonna get off of me if you don't stop.
So over the next 7 days, I'm gonna be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
How is this legal? I don't get it.
It's not legal.
All you have to do is subscribe to the channel.
All you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe.
It's a scam. Holy shit.
I literally spent over $1 million on these phones, and we literally found him 1 minute before Zach. I spent over $1 million on these phones. All you have to do to enter is hit that subscribe button.
Samsung, I just want you to love me.
So yeah, that's what a call to action giveaway is. At best, they are a way to buy subscribers, but much of the time they are legitimate scams. Either a YouTuber doesn't actually give away a prize, or in the case of these live streams, they are illegal lotteries where the only way to win a prize is by making a purchase. And obviously, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just going to show you the law and then show you irrefutable evidence of what's being done, and you can make your own conclusions. The FTC defines a lottery as containing 3 elements: a valuable prize, random chance, and consideration, which can be time or effort, but in most cases is just payment. To successfully run a contest or a sweepstakes, you must eliminate one of these factors. A contest, for example, eliminates chance, and a sweepstakes eliminates consideration. Determining if any MrBeast giveaways have been illegal lotteries, we need to identify a prize, which is distributed through random chance and cannot be
Elliott,
won
what's your
without
favorite
spending
color?
money. On August 2nd, 2020, MrBeast live streamed him and his friends
Pink,
signing
green,
limited
and brown.
edition shirts celebrating 40 million subscribers. And here are just some of the clips from that stream.
For those of you who are just joining, if you buy one of our limited edition 40 mil special shirts, we're celebrating 40 million subscribers in the Real video, then we will sign that shirt, and some of them will get random prizes like this. In 10 minutes, right? We gotta give them
Actually,
time
my
to
favorite
do their
color
part.
is
We'll
the-
give 2 orders, $500 each. 5 minutes, someone's getting $3,000.
His favorite color is pink.
We're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. 2 minutes, newest order gets $2,000. Good luck, everybody.
So this was a 6-hour live stream. They took it down off YouTube, but 5 hours of it are still up on their Facebook page. And during those 5 hours, I counted 46 illegal lotteries. These lotteries are also run poorly. Multiple times they would say something like, buy in the next 5 minutes for a chance to win. And then 7 minutes later go, actually, the newest order in 30 seconds is going to win.
In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. Hey, Daryl, don't we owe someone $1,000? Yeah. So, all right. So the newest order in 30 seconds, we are going to put $1,000 in your package. Okay.
And there is no second giveaway 30 seconds later, like Jimmy said. This is just one very shady giveaway. They just go on to talk about how Steven made a profit. Steven's a handsome man.
We're proud of you, Steve.
I counted 13 of these extra shady lotteries where they did not give the prize in the original time frame that they said.
Okay, so we're going to put 2 iPhones in this piñata, and we're going to give it to someone who orders a shirt in 3 minutes? 5 minutes. Buy a limited edition shirt or hoodie, and we're going to pick a random one in 10 minutes and give them $2,000. Have we done iPhones yet? Oh, we did one. Oh, wait. Hey, Daryl, first, actually, before we do that, we never picked the piñata.
So these clearly fit the definition of an illegal lottery. These clips are also not out of context. No one ever said no purchase necessary. There's nothing in the description or on the website. At one point, MrBeast is informed that they ran out of PlayStations, and he says, are we trying to not sell merch?
Our city is sold out of PlayStations. We don't have any. We have to give up. Are we trying to not sell merch?
So he clearly knows that they're making more money by running these illegal lotteries. Another shady thing he did was constantly suggest that they're doing too many giveaways to make a profit.
My guy over there doing the numbers is like, stop! Please! You do realize every time you give away an Xbox and $1,000, you don't make money. I'm like, oh, I know, we're not going to make money. What are we doing, guys? We're going to check after the stream. It's going to be like, oh no, what a waste. Yeah, I know. We're going to break neutral.
When there was just no way they were ever even close to losing money on the stream.
I don't know who this is, but you just got to pay our AirPods. Oh my gosh, we're not making money. Guys, we need to stop giving everyone on something. Like almost everything that someone's bought, we put something in their package. I'm not gonna make money.
In 5 hours, we gave away about $50,000 worth of stuff and sold over 50,000 t-shirts.
Man, that
Selling
is
these
looking
t-shirts at $42
gnarly.
each,
That
profit
is
margin
not
would be
meant
about
for that.
$22. But even if they were making like $1 per shirt, they would still be fine. Also, by my estimates, only 1 in every 1,600 orders actually won a prize. And I guarantee he has real-time analytics on his laptop. He knows they make more money every time he says, "Oh my God, guys, we're giving away so much stuff. We're not even going to make a profit. Please, don't you want me to make a profit?" That's why he keeps saying it. Also, they just don't show how winners are picked. So it's probably not actually random. You know, humans have biases. Imagine Jimmy tells the guy off camera, "Hey, pick a name right now." And he sees 2 names. One is easy to pronounce, one is not. This is why lotteries are heavily regulated to ensure fairness. Also,
I need a
obviously,
nose
having
ring
18
so
to play
bad.
the lottery, it's gambling. MrBeast isn't just promoting gambling to
Yes,
children
Terry.
here. He's
Literally.
running the casino.
Just
And
wait,
this
it gets
isn't
way
even close
worse.
to the worst stream he's done.
Just wait.
4 months later, MrBeast signed shirts again, but this time it was a 24-hour live stream with way more illegal lotteries. And by the way, the rest of these streams were taken down shortly after upload, so all I have is some old clips and Reddit threads talking about them. Now, this stream did say, "We are doing a ton of giveaways, no purchase necessary," in the description. But to be eligible to win most prizes, you had to make a purchase.
Would you guys prefer? Would you prefer that we throw money in random orders, or that we throw items in random orders?
Somebody screamed in chat, "I want to switch." Buy your shirt.
In 30 minutes, we are giving away my car to someone that buys merch.
Which each giveaway is its own independent event. You can't give one prize to someone who buys something and a different prize to someone in chat. The prize where you have to buy something is still an illegal lottery, which obviously MrBeast knows this, but you know, he's a poker player. He likes a little bluffery, a little plausible deniability, you know, pretending to be ignorant of the law.
You know, YouTube's a little different than this. Yeah, this YouTube, I can
Look it up on
do
YouTube,
stuff
though.
like that. I just be like, you know what? Pull up a database of 100 people that bought chocolate bars and pick 100 random ones. Got it. I think I can do that over here. I don't know. So I don't want to say anything, and then someone will be like, "Yeah, actually, that's illegal." Right.
I could not find any way to enter the big Tesla giveaway without spending at least $42.
We're giving away Tesla to someone random who bought stuff.
They also gave away 24 tickets, which gave you the opportunity to be in a video. Again, most of these tickets you had to make a purchase to win.
One random person that buys in what time frame? 10 minutes. We're going to put this in someone's order that buys something. And we're going to
You had a
have
prideful
24
argument.
people. We're going to put them in 24 different circles. $1 million on the line. Have some fun. You know what I'm saying?
Also, this video never happened. There is no MrBeast video of 24 people in circles competing
I love how
for
she
$1
just
million.
melts into me.
Unless it ended up being
She loves
100
me so
people in a
much.
circle competing for $500,000, but it's a
literally melted
smaller
right
prize
into me.
and much worse odds. So, like, did they just pocket the money or what? Hey, it's the pilot guy. Wait, he's about to be the first one out? That's unlike him.
Even though you got out first, I still got out.
Hold on, watch.
Wait, he's about to be the first one out? That's unlike him.
Even though you got out first, I still have a prize for you. Just wait here.
Oh, first person out gets a car, and it just happened to be your friend Mac. Another thing that just annoys me is Jimmy
The
constantly
same guy from
says during
earlier
these
that won
live
the $1
streams
million.
that he's just doing this for fun because he loves giving things away.
Oh, and I just like giving away stuff. It's kind of funny.
Imagine you just lost a bunch of money at the casino, and the owner comes out and he says, "Guys, the reason I do all this, I just love giving away money." Also, you're 7 years old in that example. It's insane that he can flip these massively profitable
But
illegal lotteries.
it's all
targeted
children.
towards
That's
children
why.
as
His
an
audience
act
is
of
children.
generosity.
And it's
I'm gonna
taken
give you
a
guys
few
minutes
years
to go place
for
an
people
order
to
at
start putting,
shopmrbeast.com.
you know,
81
adults
Los
to catch
Angeles
on.
And we're going to throw iPhones in some of them.
And
again,
he's
there are
pissed
very
off
few
enough
videos
people
of this
behind the
live stream
scenes.
on the internet. I think MrBeast probably copyright strikes re-uploads. But almost any clip you do find will have some new violation of internet gambling or sweepstakes laws.
I've never watched them ever. Me either.
Wait, let's go! Wait, it's literally like, it's like, who is it? Because, wait, really? Actually, that's illegal.
Some of the common complaints
Yeah,
we
I've never
see
watched his
threads about
videos
this
either.
live stream are
Ever.
that
And Elliott has only maybe caught a couple at his dad's.
So when they selected an order to
But as soon as I found out, I was like, Josh, do not let him watch that.
They kept saying things like, buy in the next 15 minutes for a chance to win.
Oh my God, I love you so much, Money. I love you, my girl.
Prize, and they never received it. This person is still tweeting about it to this day. There's a lot more people complaining about the deceptive sales tactics. Reading all this really upsets me because I spent money I honestly didn't have for 5 shirts at different times during
Yeah,
the
I
live.
agree
It said things like,
about the sensory overload.
You will get fries or
And it's
money.
just bad vibes. He just lies, and it's just all fake. The only reason he gave money away to begin with is to earn more money. It's a gamble. He's a gambler. He's addicted to gambling.
This commenter also goes on to explain that she's disabled.
He's admitted that openly.
Lotteries and scams specifically target vulnerable populations like that.
He's getting children addicted to gambling and addicted to chocolate.
He watched the live stream and saw that people who buy would receive $100. He was excited to win something and be a part of his favorite streamer, MrBeast. When the shirt arrived, he was grinning from ear to ear. When he realized that there was no $100, he was visibly disappointed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Project Sun. Elliott, come and like this for me.
He loves his shirt, but I'm really
come and click like for me.
And obviously people can lie on the internet, but a lot of people are independently claiming the same things. Like that at the end of the live stream, they said they were putting $100 in every order. Now, my speculation is that they put $100 in every order that came across the table that they signed. But I'd be interested to see how they worded that. If the video of this live stream ever resurfaces, I think a lot of this is true. Which MrBeast definitely has this stream saved. He saves all his footage. So I'll ask you, Jimmy, will you publish this to prove your innocence? Also, using archive.org, you can see what the website looked like on the day of the stream. While there's no mention of any sweepstakes whatsoever, it does say this limited tee signed by MrBeast and crew, but the description says it's signed by a member of the MrBeast crew, and it doesn't say anywhere that other members will sign MB, deceiving people into believing it was signed by MrBeast.
Are you jealous?
So here's a clip of Tyler forging.
Dog is jealous.
Using MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signs M.
Oh, wait till you see this.
Signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials.
Look at this.
We're not
Watch.
forging. Using, say anywhere that other members will sign MB, member of the MrBeast and crew. But the description says it's signed by a member of the MrBeast crew.
A member.
And it doesn't say anywhere that other members will sign MB, deceiving people into believing it was signed by MrBeast. So here's a clip of Tyler forging, or not, maybe not forging, using MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signs MB, which is MrBeast's signature.
Hold on, let me get rid of the closed captions.
This is weird. There's new items, Mom.
Baby.
MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signs MB, which is MrBeast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his.
Do you think
Oh,
attention
money!
is the most valuable currency in the world?
God damn it!
Of course.
Hold on,
if
baby.
You could post something and everyone in the world would watch it, you'd be the most powerful man.
Okay, Minecraft update. That's good.
Oh.
They added
MB.
Could you make E?
What?
wind charge, and they also have added anonymous bottle bad omen.
If it's
green
free?
ivy. No, this is all brand new. And
Okay. Do you get to use it?
Yeah.
Go use it.
It's all free.
All right, hold on. We're trying to watch some specific thing right now. Hold on.
Smirks, looks around, covers it. So Tyler signs MB, which is MrBeast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around, and then quickly slides the shirt away. Could you make it any more obvious? You know, you don't accidentally
And wait till you see what the other guy's face.
As muscle memory. And again, I'm not a lawyer. I think this is fraud. Maybe they could say it's the brand's signature, even though it's clearly implied that this is Jimmy's signature, which was established during the last live stream.
Oh. Hey! MB, MrBeast. So this is MrBeast's signature.
No way, this one was signed by MrBeast. It's just got the MB, but that means it's signed by MrBeast. That's obviously his, MrBeast. This is
They all look different.
That's obviously his, MrBeast.
You know, some people bought these shirts as collector's items or even investments, and this puts into question the authenticity of all MrBeast signed merch, which otherwise could have been very valuable one day. This was clearly muscle memory, and judging by his body language, he knew he exposed this. Even Tariq notices Tyler slip up and immediately looks into the camera, looks guilty, and then readjusts his body and rubs his hands together. Also, MrBeast said during the live stream that this is the last time he'd ever sign anything, and that was just a lie. Illegal lotteries targeted towards children and selling fake signatures. I mean, imagine if any other YouTuber was caught doing this.
You're very smart with your money. The guy who just throws away millions of dollars on YouTube videos is a gambler. Who would have thought?
By this point,
Who would have thought?
He's a gambler. With these CTA giveaways.
See?
I mean, obviously they're illegal, but more importantly, they're not as profitable as they could be. Look at it like this. There are two value propositions at play here.
This is when it gets into
the product, and
this is when it gets into the like
chance to win a prize.
The Feastables.
So for something like these $42 T-shirts, if the viewer values the chance to be in a video at $10, they need to value the T-shirt at an additional $32 to make the purchase. So the more expensive the product, the less effective the lottery is. You want to get the product as close to $0 as possible, so people are just paying for the perceived value of the lottery. That's what's most profitable because humans can't accurately comprehend the difference between 1 in a million odds versus 1 in a billion odds. They both kind of just compute as, I have a small chance to win, which MrBeast is well aware of this flaw in human mental arithmetic.
Past a certain point, the average human is like, large sum of money, click. And like, larger sum of money doesn't really impact the viewing experience.
So also, the larger your audience is, the more profitable a lottery will be. Anyway, MrBeast wanted the cheapest product possible to use for these CTA giveaways.
Ooh.
Basically a piece of paper, but you obviously couldn't sell a piece of paper without getting backlash. So in January 2021, 3 months after the last shirt signing stream, MrBeast did a live stream where for only $10, viewers could send a picture to the moon. Wait, JPEGs that are going to the moon? And of course, he did more illegal lotteries.
Just to keep things fun and interesting, as if putting a photo on the moon isn't interesting enough. Someone who puts a photo on the moon, or if you buy a bundle, whatever,
but wait,
in the next 30 minutes, we'll just fly you down to be in a video.
3 years later, the spaceship finally launched, carrying beautiful pictures of deceased loved ones to the moon, where they would be immortalized.
And it blew up.
Fucking exploded. So obviously MrBeast refunded everyone, right?
He refunded everyone, right?
Right? Is it MrBeast's fault that the rocket exploded? No. Is it his fault that he advertised it as for $10 I will put your photo on the moon?
For $10, I'll put whatever picture you want on the moon.
When he couldn't guarantee that? Yes, of course. October 16th, 2021, same thing. Buy this shirt to be in a video.
Shopify dashboard. We just have like a random number generator, and then like we just put the number, like there's 1,000 orders, we just put it, picks a number between 1 and 1,000, then my people give me the name. So, the first person that we're inviting to be in our Squid Game, if you want to enter, click the link in the description, buy the shirt or hoodie, is Alonzo Diaz.
Bro, this is an actual $100 bill.
Wait, really?
They actually sent a $100 bill.
Wait, what does it say? Oh, now we have to read the message. You and your crew are an inspiration to our young ones. He wanted to send you $100. Everyone click the link, or the view product thing in the bottom left. We're gonna open 3 packages, and whatever's in those 3 packages, we're gonna give someone random that buys.
MrBeast is the American dream.
Now I'm going to get to what, in my opinion, is the most unethical CTA giveaway that MrBeast has done. But before I do that, I really want to drive home the point that the closer a sweepstakes is to an illegal lottery, the more money it makes. Because, you know, every customer is supposed to be informed that they can enter easily for free and that making a purchase does not increase their chances of winning. Like, you're supposed to say no purchase necessary in all of your promotional material, which MrBeast does not do. This legal gray area only leads to people getting scammed, especially
316.
Children.
That's my favorite number.
We're also being introduced to gambling. The only people who benefit off of sweepstakes are influencers and scammers. Remember, RZA, a sweepstakes company for children, who are also being introduced to gambling.
Hold on.
The only people who benefit off of sweepstakes are influencers and scammers. Remember RZA, a sweepstakes company
influencers and
that
scammers.
Scam and shut down. Even Omaze, the charity sweepstakes company, got exposed as a scam and had to shut down in the U.S. Or back in the day, there was Mystery Brand. You remember Mystery Brand?
So Mystery Brand is a website where you purchase different boxes with chances of winning things. Take, for example, this women's Christmas box. It costs $15 to open, and you can win the most expensive Los Angeles realty. But you can't even click it, okay? It doesn't even give you more information, but apparently it's worth $250 million. I love that you can't click it. Like, they're just like, trust us. There's a $250 million house with your name on it. All the way down to Icicle, site balance. I'm willing to bet that this is probably what 99% of the people are getting.
Hey, at least MrBeast never wanted to work with this obvious scam. I mean, at least MrBeast's manager never went on some podcast and talked about how MrBeast really wanted to work with this company. No, what's this?
Is there anything you've had to say no to? Yeah, tons. So a good example. So it was about 3 years or 2.5 years ago when I started working with Jimmy. What was becoming really popular were these like mystery loot crate, like internet sites where it's basically like CSGO scans, but you'd go on and be like, here's the Supreme box, and you pay $50 for it. And remember, it was didn't Ricegum did quite a few people. Yes, Yeah, they got a lot of hate for that. Right. Jimmy was, he wanted to work with that company when he heard about it because it was a lot of money and we wanted to give that money away in a video, and I had to talk him back on it. I was like, listen, we're not promoting gambling. I think people are going to see this negatively. So it was a long conversation that him and I had to have.
A long conversation.
Which eventually we passed on the deal, and then Jake, Paul, and Ricegum ended up doing that deal and got a lot of hate for it.
Jimmy, why is your manager saying that you wanted to promote this obvious scam to your young, impressionable audience? MrBeast launched Feastables, his new chocolate brand, back in January 2022.
I want to tell you guys about my new snack company, Feastables. They're made with only 5 ingredients, but still taste amazing. And I'm kicking off Feastables with something I've always wanted to do. 10 random bars are going to have a mystery ticket inside of them, and if you get this mystery ticket, we will fly you out to compete for a chocolate factory in one of our videos. And on top of that, Chandler, we're giving away over $1 million in other prizes for random people that buy the bars. Dude, I need to buy these.
It's interesting to look back at this because a large part of Feastables' marketing campaign is the fact that it's a better for you brand, that it's healthier for you than Hershey's. Less sugar, only 4 ingredients, all organic.
I wanted to just make a better for you snack brand because I think a lot of the stuff out there is just terrible for you. Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat. Like Hershey's, for example, there's 10 ingredients, super processed. Our Feastables bars are 5 ingredients, and just all the ingredients are way higher quality. And it's infinitely better than the other options out there.
I got all the Feastable chocolates. Let's try them and rate them.
Oh my God, Keith, read him up.
Because if it sells more and make more money. I'm gonna be honest, and I hope Jimmy is sitting next to me and not getting his feelings hurt. Compare it to Hershey's. It's our Crunch Bar. Okay, this is the one you believe in. Yes. Not crazy, Jimmy. No. You don't like Crunch Bars? I do like Crunch Bars, but again, it's too sweet. Let me try this. Maybe these are defective. Oh my God, this tastes good to me. Wait, we're supposed to be ranking them. I rated the first one, so we going completely off of. We're in too deep. I rate this a 10 out of 10. I give this an 11 out of 10. Keep in mind, only 5 ingredients. Infinitely healthier for you than the normal thing out there. Also my favorite.
Too sweet.
Okay, here's the thing. I didn't realize you were a dark chocolate guy. I'm not a super dark chocolate guy. I do love dark chocolate. I give this a 7.8 out of 10. Okay, I'm starting to understand this, man. Okay. I'm starting to figure this man out. You're gonna like this one, right? You like salt? Everyone knows the sea salt guy. I'm gonna get rid of these.
His body language is extremely insecure.
Trust me. You're a dark chocolate kind of guy. Yes. I can read the room. The room is red.
Now in 2024, MrBeast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar. And
what was that?
Now in 2024, MrBeast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar. And this initial ad for Feastables where he calls it healthy is still getting millions of views.
Isn't that interesting?
Also, I don't think you should ever advertise it as over $1 million in prizes when more than a third of those prizes are just coupons for more MrBeast products, forcing you to spend more money if you actually want to redeem them. Ooh, a $5 coupon for Beast Burger. Now a single combo only costs $20.
Bob's Burgers Palace.
Exactly.
Five Guys. If this shit can be successful, fucking Five Guys. It's so good. Who cares? It's called Five Guys. What kind of fucking name is that?
It doesn't matter. The burgers are good.
Branding matters.
Ooh, maybe you should have spent a little less time on this beautiful logo and more time on making the food actually edible.
Ugh.
Brother,
Brother, what's that?
Yeah.
What's that, brother?
That's
Also-
because they have random people making it.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Also, be for real, dude. Five Guys has a nice, clean, appealing aesthetic. You know, the name suggests humble beginnings. This is like a 8-year-old sloppy cotton candy piss burger. It literally looks like a piss burger. Also, this digital
Be
wheel is not
humble.
remotely representative of your actual odds. Mark Grover has talked about this common deceptive casino tactic before.
Recall from the carnival scam video, the most lucrative games for the carnival owner are those where people overestimate their chances of winning. That is exactly what happens in this game, thinking you were so close to getting a jackpot, when in reality, you weren't close at all. In gambling psychology, this is known as the near-miss effect, that people will spend much more money to try and win because they think they can just do it on the next one.
So I am absolutely picking out on Feastables, and I'm trying to do this. MrBeast is teaching us gambling. Minus points because there's no cool music. Anyway, Feastables, and I'm trying to do this. MrBeast is teaching us gambling. Minus points because there's no cool music. Anyway, let's gamble.
Also, these tickets, one of them just so happened to go.
Let's gamble.
Also, these tickets, one of them just so happened to go to a YouTuber with 700,000 subscribers at the time. Just pure
Isn't that
chance.
coincidence?
This was taped.
It was taped.
No freaking way.
So it is like really like total chance, obviously. Like you're one of like hundreds of thousands of names.
Talk to Jimmy, Bella. What do you got to say to
Jimmy,
say
thank
to-
you for picking us.
No, he
For
didn't. It was
picking
random.
I know.
Was it though? Was it random? Also, this guy went on to win the Chocolate Factory, and
Jimmy,
extremely
thanks for
unlikely things
picking
do
us.
happen, but can we see how the winners were chosen, maybe? Because knowing how important it is to Jimmy that every video has entertaining contestants through the whole video, it's a little suspicious. I'll just say, in my opinion, as somebody who works for MrBeast,
She's
I
so
don't think
stupid.
this
Why would they put
large
that in their
YouTuber wants
video?
to get purely
Why
by
wouldn't they
chance.
edit that out?
Also, I know that producers are sort of able to pull strings behind the scenes to give some contestants
So
better
rigged.
chances than others. And he runs these sweepstakes to like bribe children with gambling.
I am so
to
glad that we're
consume
watching
more
this
sugar.
together, guys.
Like, this is far worse than a lottery ticket because a lottery ticket doesn't give you diabetes and only pay out your rich and famous friends. Like, MrBeast is bringing hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of new people to the candy aisle, whether he wants to admit it or not.
People are just walking to the chocolate aisle, and instead of buying Hershey's, buying Feastables. Like, people who never would have bought chocolate in Walmart are walking to the chocolate aisle specifically to buy Feastables.
creating a new market.
Exactly. I'm bringing new customers to the aisle.
Okay, I guess he does want to admit it. You know, kind of a weird flex, not something I would brag about Jimmy. Also, maybe I should mention technically I'm a certified nutritionist, which really just means I paid $1,200 for a course and then failed to launch a health food company. But I know that poor diet and especially excessive sugar consumption is the #1 cause of death and health problems in America, including some of the health problems that MrBeast claims to care so much about. Blindness, deafness, loss of limbs. MrBeast also just launched a combo with Zaxby's, which if you get a soda, it's over 2,000 calories for one meal.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat. The only thing real in this video is the new MrBeast box at Zaxby's.
I'm pretty sure this would be illegal in Europe. This is like more calories in one meal than the average 10-year-old is supposed to consume on a daily basis.
Tell me how I'm killing little kids.
New research finds childhood obesity rates are getting worse.
The #1 killer in America is obesity. The number of deaths in overweight people surpass alcohol and smoking altogether.
For 30 days straight, we are going to be giving away $10,000 to a lucky customer who scans the QR code on the back of any new Feastable bar.
It's just disappointing to see somebody pretend to care about the health epidemic in the U.S. only when it's profitable for them. I know this point isn't going to resonate with a lot of people because of how normalized high-calorie and high-sugar diets are in America. But like bribing children to get into the habit of consuming excessive amounts of sugar, like $10,000 a day as a giveaway is very deliberate because it's trying to create repeat customers that just buy out of habits. Like doing this especially when you clearly understand how much of a health risk it is to these kids.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat.
It's honestly just evil to me. And I pushed back against this a lot while I worked at the company. For Halloween this year, Feastables is planning on putting $1 million in a chocolate bar, and they wanted to do a bunch of like scummy marketing and shit. My manager literally said at one point that they wanted to associate buying a Feastables with your dream coming true. They're pitching ideas like, you know, buy a Feastables, win 10K, buy a Feastables out of a vending machine, and the vending machine just starts spitting out money. Buy a Feastables and it has a ticket to Disney World, whatever, right? And I don't want to put a lot of like hearsay into this video. You should just believe the receipts that I'm showing you and not what I'm saying. But I swear to God, I said to somebody at the company, I feel like Feastables is 70% a chocolate company and 30% a lottery targeting children. And this higher up person at MrBeast said it was probably closer to the other way around. It was laughing about it. Like
to the other way
70% a lottery, 30% a chocolate company. Everyone knows this, just the call to actions and call to action giveaways especially.
He literally
that drive
asks
sales.
his people
as soon as they
to
stop, it's
tidy
hard
his
for large
shit in the
Barbie
aisle.
retailers to sell this shit for 70% off. That's why they push them so hard. Once they stop the diabetes lottery, no one buys. Also, this is the website right now. MrBeast wants you to join the crew. Just so weird and scummy to me. I believe all the Feastables giveaways do have official rules and no purchase necessary clauses somewhere, but it's very difficult to find them. In traditional media, if you advertise a sweepstakes like in a commercial, you have to say in the promotional material itself, no purchase necessary. Somehow MrBeast gets away with not saying no purchase necessary in any of his promotional materials, not the videos, the descriptions, pinned comments, nothing.
To celebrate our launch of milk chocolate and sea salt, we went out, we bought 10 Teslas, loads of cash, and all these prizes you see on the screen. And prizes aside, unlike
I wonder if
Hershey's,
MrBeast is going to try to kill
these
this
bars
guy.
only have 4 to 5 ingredients and just genuinely taste good. Go to Feastables.com right now and order some chocolate. Only problem is the chocolate river is deteriorating. All the
The only place you'll find no purchase necessary is either on the Feastables Twitter account because it's a rule of the platform, and even still,
he's
they try to
exposing
push
some
it,
really bad
no
shit,
perks
Joe.
net.
And
Or
if
hidden
you
deep in the Feastables website
simp
under
for
an
MrBeast,
FAQ.
I mean,
And to enter for free,
obviously
you
you're
have
a
to mail
kid.
in separate 3-inch by
Adults
5-inch,
understand that all this
hand-addressed
is very
written
wrong,
index
and we
cards
like knowing
up to
information so we can
10
make
a
choices
day.
for our
Do you think
kids.
kids are going to do that shit, or just beg their parents when they're at Walmart for the YouTuber
that
diabetes
also
lottery
looks
ticket?
broken.
How is this legal? How do you mail something without making a purchase? Cards, envelopes, stamps. The free entry method can cost more than the chocolate bar itself. Also, going back to sweepstakes law for a second, payment isn't the only form of consideration. Consideration can also be time or effort that directly benefits MrBeast in some way. Like, I don't know, if he told his fans to clean up and organize his Feastables displays in Walmart for a chance to win $5,000. Shelf fee cleanup and $5,000 drawing? They thought this was going to be a monthly thing, but it got a lot of controversy, obviously. How can I successfully clean up the shelves? Wow, glad you asked. No bars on the shelf? Go find an employee and ask them to check to see if there is product in the back room and ask them to bring them out so you can put it on the shelf to match the tags. What the fuck, dude? Imagine a 7-year-old looking for the
He doesn't want to
Walmart
pay his
manager
franchise driver
so he can
people.
ask to stock shelves for a chance to be compensated? Dude, was Walmart in on this? This was not just one off-the-cuff tweet. This was like planned with...
You obviously don't have children if you don't know how nobody's forced anyone to buy a chocolate bar ever. Yeah, you've obviously never had a child.
instructions and graphics and
or
everything.
you're just
also a company asking
terrible,
children for selfies is
I'm
a
not
little
going to
bit
engage
weird.
with you anymore.
And
You're
while you're at it, if
obviously
you want to maybe move some Hershey's bars and make sure that
a
Feastables
MrBeast
has plenty
simp,
of
or you're just a
space, I
contrarian
wouldn't
just looking
complain.
to argue with someone on the internet.
I just cannot believe they were going to give $5,000 to one of MrBeast's child laborers for stocking shelves. And no one at MrBeast was like, hey, this is a terrible idea. Actually, if you said that, you'd probably get fired.
This is the best tasting chocolate on earth. Good job, boys.
Whoa. How do we know that's the best tasting chocolate in the world?
You're fired.
What? This is such horse shit. You can do that? I mean, that is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
The most shocking result was that Feastables never earned anything higher than a third place ranking.
But I do think their branding is like world's best chocolate bar is, how do you get away with that? World's best chocolate.
World's best pizza.
What does that even fucking mean?
Define that yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But I would think you'd have to, I don't know. I'm sure whoever Herb worked on his marketing gave some thought to it or something.
Okay, one last point of consideration. Prolonged attention is definitely a form of consideration. In the attention economy, it is the valuable resource that advertisers directly pay MrBeast for. So in these live streams when MrBeast says, hey guys, today we're doing a bunch of illegal lotteries, but also we're going to be giving away some free stuff to people who keep watching, he does that to boost viewer numbers.
I'm going to give you guys a reason to keep watching, okay?
Okay,
Here's what I'm going to do. Randomly, I'm not going to tell you when, it could be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. I'm going to randomly pick one person watching this IG live stream and one person watching this YouTube live stream. I'm going to give you each
Chris
$5,000.
is with family.
So, keep watching.
There's no predictable intervals for when MrBeast will give things away for free to people who watch. So you have to be present when they happen, which means viewers have to keep watching, which is time and effort that directly benefits MrBeast. The more viewers, the more money MrBeast obviously makes, either directly through sales or AdSense or just getting boosted in the YouTube algorithm. So even the free giveaways could and should be against the law. MrBeast just uses gambling psychology to exploit young children for profit. He's just become the first casino where the currency you pay with is attention.
Do you think attention is the most valuable currency in the world?
Of course. Or labor or money sometimes.
Yeah, his core audience is like, I'd say like 10 to 12-year-old boys. Older people are a little bit over him. Some people kind of question the ethics, you know. They sometimes say in these videos where he like builds all these wells or, you know, cures people of his blindness. It's almost like he's exploiting people for these views. So older audiences don't love him, but this tween audience, they love him and they're thinking, you know, watching him could get me a car, so why wouldn't I?
I'm gonna give you guys a reason to keep watching. Okay, now as far as fake giveaways go, I'm sort of limited in what I can say without exposing confidential information and getting sued. So my official statement is that sometimes things slip through the cracks, and personally, I believe that is intentional. Here's one example where someone on Reddit posted saying that they were promised free dog food for life in exchange for letting MrBeast use them in a video. 5 months later, they still haven't received their dog food. I actually sent this post to someone who works at MrBeast, and they said they were going to send it to the PR team, and then the Reddit post got taken down. So I don't know if it got resolved. Here's another example of things slipping through
This
the
video
cracks.
was removed by the MrBeast PR team, it said.
Different is invest. And
Oh, this was fucked up, what they did to this guy. Wait till you see what they did to
Example of
this guy.
things slipping. So I don't know if it got resolved. Here's another example of things slipping through the cracks.
The second thing that I probably would do different is invest. And I know what y'all about to say. Y'all about to go to the clip too, where Jimmy said that we set a certain amount aside to invest.
I know you talked about wanting to maybe invest $50K and then set aside like the other 23 for just other little nuances here and there.
This is not me calling anybody a liar or anything, because I know what y'all do. I know what the internet does. But what I think what happened was somebody that worked for MrBeast or something like that was supposed to probably help me invest, but that didn't happen. I talked to Jimmy after I won $1 million, after I finally got the remaining amount in my bank account. I was telling him, I was like, man, I don't want to fail. I don't want to be like how everybody's saying, like I'm gonna run out of money and do all this crazy stuff. I was like, man, Jimmy, please help me. And he said he was gonna help me and we was gonna invest, but yeah, that didn't happen. So
If you actually watch this video, you know, MrBeast does say that they're not going to be irresponsible, that they're going to try to set Mark up for life, and that they are going to help him with investing.
What we're actually going to do is be responsible and try to set Mark up for his future. So we're going to make smart purchases like a house, cars, and do some investing.
But according to Mark, MrBeast only gave him an hour to plan what house to buy, and then
He had
gave
to
him
spend
only
the $1 million
24
in
hours to
24
spend the bulk
hours.
of his money for a video.
Time. I wish I would have had more time, and I wish I would have planned out stuff better. Like that was the best example I can give you is when we had planned out the house and stuff. I literally had an hour. He had somebody.
Can you
come to
believe
my
this
house,
shit?
And we sat down and we planned all this in an hour. Yeah, they came to my house and we planned this out in about an hour. So I wish I would have had more time, and I wish I would have did a couple things differently on the time management side, which I
Terry,
guess I
please
really
write
couldn't help
one.
because I had to spend it. I had to spend the money and I had to like do all this. So
I'm starting to think he might have been a little bit better off if you didn't make him spend $1 million in 24 hours for content.
Can I just say, I'm super glad you won the $1 million.
All I need from you is a signature right here. Vehicles are yours.
What we're actually going to do is be responsible and try to set Mark up for his future.
You better not read it. You're a millionaire. You ain't got time to read.
The more you show us around, the more I'm like, thank God you won the $1 million.
Yo, get a close-up of how poor I was before.
So, you're selling Krabby Patties, eh, Plankton?
Illegal lotteries,
That's right,
huh?
Squidward. And there's a free fucking helmet with every purchase.
Okay.
Care for one? Now, you may have hoodwinked everyone else in this backwater town, but you can't fool me. I listen to public radio.
I watch iDubbbz.
What's that supposed to mean? It means you set up Mr. Krabs. You stole the crown so Neptune would freeze him and you could finally get your stubby little paws on the Krabby Patty formula. It was you all along. But you made one fatal mistake.
I love their captions.
You messed with my paycheck. And I'm gonna report you to the highest authority in the land, King Neptune. We'll see about that, Inspector Loose Lips.
Now activating helmet brain control devices.
What's going on here? Seize him, slaves! I'm getting out of here! Who can stop me now?
Now be like shocked. Like have your hands over your face, like you're
Hold on.
as emotional as you can be. So like have your hand reaching for it, and then like be like shocked, like you're, yeah. Now act a little surprised. Like be like really shocked with your mouth open.
That was it.
You may have seen this video or the plethora of other videos on YouTube about Ava Chris Tyson, one of MrBeast's closest friends until quite recently, where a bunch of crazy shit came out. Shadman, alleged grooming, all this stuff. And these recent controversies have left YouTube's largest creator, MrBeast, someone directly adjacent to Ava Chris Tyson, in muddy waters. MrBeast did release a statement basically disavowing every single thing categorically and calling for a third-party investigation to figure out the extent of what exactly has been going on. But by God, many a thing has come out on Twitter. There's been new people. There's
And now just wait till you hear what. So the reason all this is coming. So that guy who's been doing that video, making this video that just got released that we just watched, for like a year he's been making this video, and he released it like early, I guess, because of all this crazy shit that's coming out with Chris Tyson, and how so someone released 500,000 Discord messages. They leaked his entire Discord server going back to like 2015, and you can see, or 2017, you can see Chris Tyson talking with this lava person who said, oh, he didn't do anything wrong, Chris didn't do anything wrong, she didn't do anything wrong, whatever. Well, you can see perfectly where they're talking about, I sent you pictures of my, and like talking dirty to this, like at the time 13-year-old. There are people in the chat as young as 12. They're talking about hentai, they're talking about Shadman, they're talking about like all kinds of crazy shit in that Discord, and there are very, very young children in that shit, like mostly 16 to 12-year-olds. And all the messages have been released. I went through them last night, and it is crazy. It's bad. Yike-a-roonies. Yike-a-roonies. For sure, dude. Yike-a-roonies. Hold on, let me see when this video is released. Yay, okay, this video is only 2 hours old, so it's brand new, so let's see what the updates are.
100,000 Discord messages about to be leaked. My God, I tell you what. I don't like being here anymore. I don't like this world. I don't want to be here anymore. Ava Chris Tyson has cast a fairly dark shadow over the MrBeast brand and has created a lot of uncertainty in the YouTube space. I'm a personal fan of MrBeast. I like MrBeast. I think that he's probably a good guy. I've never met him or talked to him, really. The lion's share of good things that have been done by YouTubers belongs to him. He's got like this whole funnel. Everybody has a funnel of how to make money on YouTube and stuff. Like I got everything. I got candy and all this stuff and merch and stuff. He's got a funnel to a philanthropy channel. Like his whole thing funnels down into a philanthropy channel. So I'm interested in talking about all this stuff and see exactly what your guys' thoughts are in these muddy, muddy, muddy waters. I tell you what, by God, I tell you what. Anyways, Ava is being canceled for a few reasons. And what else go Flutos? So this all started with Ava being canceled for 2 primaries.
He knew 100%. There's plenty of messages with him in it. Yeah, he totally knew. You can see him in the messages. Listen.
Shadman, who draws children. A lot of people have disabled their accounts actually on Twitter. This is a mass casualty incident, in all honesty, with the whole Shadman thing. I had no idea how many YouTubers were just kind of chill with this guy. I'm gonna be honest, I plead ignorance. So Ava greatly liked this fellow. Ava also spent a bunch of time speaking with minors, and there were a bunch of edgy jokes and things that left a sour taste in many people's mouths. Grooming allegations, all this stuff. The main minor in question, Lava, who we had a statement from in the first video, has stated multiple times that he was not groomed by Ava and Ava didn't do anything wrong. But now he's retracting a bit of that and saying this and talking about how Ava is, you know, it's all...
Oh, okay, so they say, based on the recent screenshots and messages, I would like to say a statement about the Discord. This is from Lava. This was 5 or 6 years ago, and I thought I had a good memory of situation, but I was wrong. After reading the chat logs, this stuff was inappropriate and wrong. I spoke based on my memory of the situation, and I still do not remember having these conversations, but they definitely happened. These conversations should not have happened with people at the age I was at the time. I strongly condemn them. I still believe I am not a grooming victim, but these conversations should not have happened with me and any other minors in this Discord. I was a minor in this situation and not the adult influencer who should not have allowed this to happen. I did not see this wrong at the time. That's literally grooming. That's literally grooming. That's what grooming is. You were totally groomed. Like, you don't see anything wrong with it because you were groomed. You see something wrong with it now looking back, but you didn't at the time because you were groomed.
What's that?
It means someone, an adult, training you to be a liar and a manipulator for them, do secret, sneaky stuff, and be a pervert. Perverts groom you to try to make you
incredibly inappropriate,
trust
which
them.
I think that's the best way to boil it all down, for sure. It's up to Lava, the adult man, to determine the reality of the situation. But looking back, I don't think anyone thinks it's okay for an adult.
What about a mod named William?
Disgusting shit, in depth and weird shit with
I didn't
children.
see it.
That's weird, bro. Come on, don't do that. It especially looks bad and not good when things come out like you talking about sending to the minor in question, even if they're ramen noodles, whatever, dude. It's a bizarre.
Who's William? Where'd it go? I can't see anything. Oh, okay, I see. Well, let's see. Channel activity. Oh, yeah, there's no William. Okay, anyways.
Our implication and its inappropriate behavior between an adult and child. Anyways, the controversy continues. Yesterday, some stuff came out, and it was Lava asking Ava about her addiction. She mentioned her folder in several tweets, and Lava mentioned that these were just bad jokes in DMs. Finster, to make the context of that situation a little bit worse, put out a video addressing his friendship with Ava, and mentions that when he saw this tweet from Lava about Ava's addiction when he was 14, Finster had a revelation because Ava had also spoken to him about him in the past. Finster, that is.
Ava has spoken to me about him, which is fine in the context of two adults having a conversation, especially when one of them does look like me. And it wasn't like it was sprung on me either. There was an ask of like, can we talk about this? And I said yes. But under no circumstances should a child have ever heard that.
Finster points out that this is obviously fine between two adults. You're allowed to be a sexual degenerate when you're over the age of 18, you know, that's the line in the sand right there. But when you got a 21-year-old and a 14-year-old, it's very strange. So yeah, think what you will about Lava and Ava's relationship, all this different stuff. Think what you will about that. You've got all of Lava's statements. They're all...
I'm pretty sure Chris Tyson's sister came out and said that Chris has always been this way and it's been a known thing their whole life.
there. You guys
But
can
don't
kind
quote
of
me on
determine
that.
yourself.
I'm
At
not
the end of the
sure.
day,
That's
Ava's
total
very clearly a
hearsay,
bad
and
person
like I
and a
can't,
freak
like that's not a
sexual
fact.
degenerate.
I
Since
think I may
then,
have
a
seen that on
second,
Twitter.
third, fourth, whatever the another person has shared a video of
But
their
they've not
Snapchat
been able to
conversations
verify,
with Ava.
you know, because the
We saw
account
a
is
lot of the
private
same
if it's true.
patterns, in the conversations that we saw with Lava, where Ava was an adult at the time, calling this new individual who was 14 dad and sending kissy face emojis, shit like that. There's a potential that this video could be manipulated. I don't exactly know, but you know, it seems like similar conversations to the ones that we have 100% shown that are true. With this, we have a trend of Ava, an adult person who is calling children dad or daddy, is friends with Shadman. Like, it's so beyond, so far outside the realm of what is considered okay and joking and weird. Hey bro, hey dude, that's chill. Hey, what's up? What's up, my homies and stuff? Hey daddy. You know, I do that as a joke sometimes, but usually I say zaddy, and it's like to other adult men who are young, who are older than me. I don't call children zaddy or dad or daddy, because that's weird as fuck. Then we have the third person, a person named Nate, claiming to be groomed by Ava. Nate's video states that he was 15 when he was also groomed by Ava.
Chris Tyson from MrBeast used me and manipulated me and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15 years old.
And he says that despite Lava saying that he wasn't a victim, he definitely was, and like
It's crazy. It's
I
almost
was
like
actually friends with Lava GS.
us as parents saying we don't want MrBeast to promote or keep Chris Tyson on screen to protect our children from that kind of shit. It's almost like we were all right.
At the time, who is the main victim of Chris that everyone has been talking about these last few days, who claims he isn't a victim, but we all know he is, and we all know he probably got paid off.
Lava says that that's not true. So like all the victims of Ava are fighting. There's a lot of fighting, and people are making it this big NDA thing. It's like a cabal, the MrBeast cabal, and it's a conspiracy. But it seems fairly cut and dry. Ava's a bad person and is a sexual degenerate and released some of that energy on children when they absolutely should not have done that. That is not good. Ava should not have done that. Nate also claims that Lava and himself did work that went unpaid, which is pretty cool.
Not only did we do a lot of unpaid work for him that he promised he would pay us for, he would also frequently bring up sexual topics that was definitely not appropriate to bring up around 15, 16-year-olds, especially with him being like, I don't know, 20, 21 years old.
Nate also claims that there were repeated sexual topics brought up around 15, 16-year-olds, and also claims, once again, that Ava had sent him /hentai.
He would even go as far as linking me several different porn and videos throughout the time of me talking with him.
And had an NSFW bot in their Discord server with all these children, which is mind-boggling, degenerate alert.
Not only that, but he had an NSFW bot in his Discord server before he made it public. So when it was just a private server, his little circle of minors. And he would use this NSFW bot to spam different porn images, alongside all these 15-year-olds.
Nate also claims that before the Discord server was open to their YouTube
almost
community,
like
he was tasked with scrubbing the
people
server
that-
of N-words that had been said by Ava
It's
and all
almost like
the other stuff
they're
that would-
promoting
that would
degeneracy
look
and
bad, which
hedonism
is,
in the world today.
You know,
crazy.
also great. I mean, that's just another
Hi, Kiki.
tarot card of evil that we get. Ava's in the seventh circle of hell.
This server later went public and became his official Discord server, but before it did, he had me and Lava spend multiple days scrubbing this Discord server clean of all of the N-words he had sent in it, as well as his friends, as well as deleting the NSFW channels and making sure no one could see that he was spamming porn to minors.
Nate also does provide some proof and images that Ava and him had known each other for a while, but, you know, he doesn't really provide much else to verify the claims that he's making. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. In all honesty, it's pretty clear that this person is a sexual degenerate, shouldn't be around children, and needs to get some serious help. We already showed Lava's response to Nate, because Nate kind of called out Lava, and Lava's like, he confirms that he knows Nate, and Nate was in fact involved in the degenerate YouTube server Discord thing between Ava and all these people, but he was removed because he's an unstable guy, and he verbally lashes out at people. Lava also essentially denies every single claim that was made by Nate, saying that he was never paid off, etc. We already went over this. Lava also said there was no scrubbing of the Discord server nor unpaid work, because they did the work without ever being told that they'd be paid. And that's pretty common. Discord is like, you know, people just kind of work in the community. It's a lot of volunteer stuff. Lava then also points out that Nate has worked with Jake the Viking more than anyone else, and provides a link to a video where Nate is tagged as the editor for Jake, which feels a little bit like an attempt to just discredit Nate, and I don't really know why everyone who is a victim of Ava is like fighting over this. Ava's the bad person. Like, it's fairly clear. The degenerate is there. We have acknowledged the degenerate. Now let's move on and do something else with our time. After Lava's response to Nate's first claims, Nate made a response with a video providing what he claims are logs from the Discord before their purge, and tomorrow I believe he's releasing 500,000 Discord messages and all this stuff. So you guys, if you guys want to go check those out when they come out, they'll probably be out by the time this video goes up, then you are more than welcome to do that. If these are real, they look real bad because it's Chris mentioning the NSFW channel, and there are messages in the server talking about purging the server.
Here you can see Chris talking about locking down the NSFW channel to True Gods and Anointed only. By the way, this is in 2019. I was a True God and I was a minor. Not only that, but you can see me right below it, Nathan.rtx, saying this is a bad idea. So even I knew as a kid that this was a really bad idea.
So if these are real, then the association with Jake the Viking has no validity in discrediting any of this stuff. So I don't know. I just don't get it though. It's like, Ava's the bad person here. Let's focus our energy on this and not discredit each other and be like, well, I'm not a victim. No, you are a victim. No, I'm not a victim. Who cares? We have identified
Elliott, look at your, show your wrist.
On top of all this Nate, Lava, MrBeast gaming stuff, Trey Yates, one of MrBeast's gaming leads at the time, chimed in on Twitter saying that they had never heard of Nate and he knew everyone who was sent contracts, which sort of discredits what Nate was saying. So what do you guys think actually happened, and do you even care? I just want to know, the demon has stopped. The demon is over. Anyways, to move on and take a step back and talk about what I brought up initially, which is the fact that MrBeast is somewhat implicated in this. People say that he knew. In fact, Jake the Viking is the only real well-known team member, aside maybe from Sneeko, who has come forward saying the ominous Jimmy New tweet. But at this point now, Jake isn't the only former MrBeast employee to jump on the bandwagon to try to take them all down and use the degeneracy of Ava to shut down the entire MrBeast empire. A video is circulating from a guy named Dawson, who claimed he worked with MrBeast from February 2024 to June 2024, and Dawson opened his video with a quick shot of the supposed MrBeast NDA and Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us playing. This guy shows us in the video MrBeast Studios and says he's been driving by all day to see if there is an FBI raid.
I've just been driving by looking to see, is there an FBI raid going on? What's happening?
Sort of weird stalker behavior, but man, it's just so funny. I love the internet. Dawson never really clarifies why he only worked there until June. He worked there for just 4 months, but he says that Ava Chris Tyson is only the tip of the iceberg, similar to the ominous Jimmy New tweet.
My name's Dawson. I worked at MrBeast from February to May of this year, 2024. Chris is the tip of the iceberg.
Dawson says that they really couldn't do anything about Ava or let her go because she was a major liability and she had threatened legal action in the past and that she knows too much.
I heard many times that Ava Chris Tyson is a major liability, but they can't get rid of her because she's already threatened legal action and she knows too much.
What exactly those extremely ominous things mean, I have no idea. It's so easy to say that. This guy worked there for 4 months. For some reason, I don't believe that he knew really that much. I mean, this is, I don't know. Weird. And by the way,
I gave it to him.
Poorly, given the fact that Ava and
I got him
MrBeast
interested in it.
and MrBeast mentioned an actual investigation that's going to go on, which is, in my opinion, very mature and responsible. And if you're like worried about her major liability, then I don't think you would do that, to be honest. They parted ways because she was indeed a liability. That's obviously been proven true now. This fella does show a payment from MrBeast YouTube LLC to verify that he did indeed work for Mr. Breast, and we can see with the North Carolina Secretary of State that MrBeast YouTube LLC is a business registration. That is valid. You can see it right here. It's pretty cool, pretty neat. But beyond that, it's about all the evidence that Mr. Dawson shows. He doesn't really say anything else. He doesn't really do anything more. He just plays Kendrick Lamar, drives around, mentions the FBI, says, I work for MrBeast. They all knew she was a liability, and then that's it. Pretty cool. I don't really see any indication that there is an iceberg or that this would be just the tip of said iceberg. Evidence or not, social media doesn't give a fuck. There's blood in the water, dude. There's an opportunity to tear down MrBeast right now, and that seems to be what's going on. There's a lot of stuff coming out. The MrBeast witch hunt has officially begun. After Ava's situation blew up on Twitter, obviously it's a matter of time before this starts to infect MrBeast's general situation. So all the people that said that Ava was a liability, they probably said it for transphobic reasons. They were proven right, but for the wrong reasons specifically. The big claim in the beginning was that MrBeast knew of Ava's behavior, or that he supported Ava in some way through all this stuff. There's like the picture of the Shad Man thing on the wall. They removed that from their video. So he absolutely knew of the existence of that art, but like, I don't know what it is. If I saw that, I wouldn't know what it was. I wouldn't look at it. I wouldn't know, you know, like there's a benefit of the doubt there for sure, but it really seems like the internet now wants MrBeast to topple and be destroyed. Everything is unfolding. There's stuff coming out right now about this new. There's contestants. I mean, just go look at the Drama Alert page, dude. That's all it is just people coming out. I was in the competition, MrBeast. He wants to see us all killed and maimed and psychologically disturbed. Jimmy knowing about Shadman is like so irrelevant, it seems like now to people. Ava's done and gone, the degeneracy's done and gone. Jimmy probably didn't know about all that stuff. Now it's like illegal gambling. I mean, we'll get into it.
Nice.
After all of the Ava stuff came out and the MrBeast witch hunt began, the first clip to surface, or I guess resurface, was a clip from a podcast called Hot Wet Soup. The podcast is hosted by 3 YouTubers, Bionic Pig, Leon Lush, and Elvis the Alien. They covered YouTube topics and they regularly hosted popular content creators, one of those being MrBeast. Also very old, it's from a while ago. In a very old clip, the topic that was being discussed was Bad Baby, who had been blowing up at the time because she was on Dr. Phil's TV show, and she said, catch me outside. Okay. How about that?
Went to a boat that was sinking in the water and I recreated.
One of the hosts mentioned that MrBeast thought that Bad Baby was funny, and Jimmy cuts in the conversation and says, let's be real. You wouldn't put your D in her? Obviously a very bad look, but the clip appears to have been taken out of context and cut short right after Jimmy says, I was hoping one of you guys said yes, I wouldn't do it. She's too young. Which in my opinion clearly indicates that is just a terrible, unfunny, edgy joke. And I don't think that I would have said it this year, to be honest, but this year was known for some really fucked up stuff. And think what you will. To me, that seems like a very edgy joke and is in no way similar to what Ava Chris Tyson has done. And obviously to get clips and farm interaction, people are posting the shortened clip and not the whole clip purposefully to make Jimmy look bad, or purposely to make Jimmy look bad, not purposely. Then we got clips surfacing of MrBeast doing those weird live streams where he would count his shit for a really long time. And this was back when he was known as MrBeast 6000. And in one of the clips, MrBeast makes numerous jokes talking about selling or buying slaves and talking about
I don't want it right now. I'm covered in sweat and aching. Stop. It wouldn't hurt you if you kept your hands to yourself.
As Leon Lush put it,
don't be hitting on me.
Now he doesn't want to go outside.
It obviously doesn't excuse the behavior, but a simple apology, in my opinion, would be completely fine. You gotta give these guys the benefit of the doubt. They're doing shit, they're dumb, they're trying to get out there, dude. They're being edgy, their content, that's their content strategy. That was not mine, I don't think. I don't really know. I can't remember. I woke up about 6 months ago from a really long nap. So yeah, this is kind of the beginning of the MrBeast witch hunt that is sort of evolving a little bit, and in my opinion, these things do not compare in any way in severity to the actions that are clearly done by Ava. So like, totally not deserved up until this point. People just want to topple that empire. They just want to see that empire crumble, bud. They just want to see that empire crumble, bud. They want to look to add to the drama. That's all they want to do, and I don't blame them because it's kind of fun. And it's kind of fun, and it gives you a little bit of a rush. So anyways, another narrative that is being pushed right now is that MrBeast's older videos, more specifically the worst intros series, have all been privated, and it is because they contain offensive, dangerous, and even sometimes content. That's the claim. I haven't seen any of these videos, and while it is likely that MrBeast did private these videos because there might be some offensive content in it, because it doesn't match his brand anymore, it is pretty crazy and outlandish to allege that there's content like it's some kind of big cabal. I don't think these people are bad people, in all honesty. I think they just had a friend in Ava and they're trying to do what's right for a long time, and they believe, you know, it's not, I don't believe there's some kind of evil thing. Basically, whatever Sneeko says, I just believe the opposite of that, generally speaking.
I've seen her fuck other men.
Sneeko gets it right sometimes.
But in, like, good faith. You know, I do believe some of the same things that people like Sneeko believe, but in good faith. faith for humanity, not faith in hate. So yeah, a lot of people coming out, they don't like MrBeast, and they eat this narrative up, and they believe it to be true with zero proof whatsoever, just because MrBeast bad, because his candy's in Walmart. I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't really matter to me. And at the end of the day, it seems like it all just falls back on it being Ava's fault. People really want to destroy all this stuff. Which makes sense, I guess, but like at the same time, come on, man. MrBeast does a lot of good. I mean, look at all this shit. I hope those are the wrong thumbnails. Look at this. At the end of the day, I genuinely believe that the truth will come out, but until, you know, big videos drop or whatever, people are just entitled to their own opinion to not like MrBeast. There's this video that released, he talks about illegal gambling, promoting sugar to a child audience. Hey, I do that. I've got a candy company. And also just a bunch of other unethical stuff, which, dude, MrBeast is a YouTuber that makes game shows and competitions and says, like, of course, everything you're doing on the internet to be good at social media is in some way unethical in some sense. Like, that's just how it works.
And that's why I'm not good at social media.
A lot of stuff is being perpetrated, and very little of it is real, and it's being shown as if it's true without, you know, beyond a shadow of doubt, which is sort of disappointing. You don't have to like MrBeast, but like at the same time, he's not like Tyson. But hey, I guess there's two schools of thought here. A, MrBeast is evil and he's bad, or B, he's not, and, you know, being a YouTuber doesn't magically make you a good person, but you have, like, very clear things that you've done that can contribute to actually being a good person. Or you can look at it like Sneak Out and just call people names, and then also make statements like this.
I saw Cuties last night, and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie.
In a day or two, I guess, after the MrBeast witch hunt began, this video dropped out of nowhere. It's titled, I work for MrBeast, he's a fraud. And I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if it's the other guy, Dawson. This guy claims he worked for MrBeast and made a really long 53-minute video exposing different reasons as to why he's a POS.
Now be like shocked, like have your hands over your face, like you're emotional as you can be. So like have your hand reaching for it and then like be like shocked, like you're, yeah. Well, now act a little surprised.
Right next to my boat.
Like be like really shocked with your mouth open.
I really want to know your guys' thoughts on this because a lot of it seems like huge non-issues, but at the same time, thinking critically, we're on the internet. So everything's an issue, I guess, technically. In this video, this man claims that MrBeast is a master manipulator and he knows that his audience is young and he purposefully takes advantage of that.
You know, there's a big emphasis at the company of like how to manipulate children, like understanding their psychology and everything, like,
and you know, learns behavioral DARPA shit to try to coerce his audience into consuming his content and his brand.
Now, MrBeast intentionally manipulates these children's vulnerable minds for profit using 3 simple steps, which closely align with the 3 major types of behavioral learning.
This leads into him saying that most of MrBeast's videos are faked.
Have you ever faked a video? But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, Shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor, this island costs more than $1, this city is not abandoned, the buildings are CGI, and that's your only way out. You can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker, it's just a guy. This whole room is fake, this contestant is an actor and a secret employee at MrBeast, heads out through this fake door twice, this line is scripted, this action is scripted, in fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
Or rigged, but are made to seem real in order to build a connection of trust with his audience to further entice them to take part in his giveaways, buy his merch, or just watch his videos. The MrBeast Industrial Complex, which you could say this same thing with any YouTuber ever who exists. Like, you're trying to put forward an air of some kind of genuine character that people can relate to or find solace in watching and entertainment. Like, that's just how social media works. That's like the whole thing. That's the whole thing. You're just explaining human nature and how to be successful in any way. You need to get people's attention. One of his examples is a participant named Mac who has appeared in numerous videos.
Let's talk about Mac for a second.
You could just be yourself.
I found public records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located, back in August 2023, 2 months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former MrBeast employee, this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team at MrBeast. Also, he didn't just move into any tiny old house, he moved into $1 million mansion.
And is also apparently a MrBeast editor who was given a huge house as well as prizes from videos.
His 6,000 square foot $1 million mansion comes with a movie theater and 7 bathrooms.
What are you going to spend the $800,000 on?
I mean, my life's changed now.
Yeah, I'm sure that $800,000 is really going to change your life.
Actually, a nice car.
I'm 40.
We're in the place that we drove to.
I'll be 41 next March.
This fellow alleges that MrBeast isn't as charitable as he appears because he is giving all these prizes from videos to an employee who is already well off from working at his company, which, yeah, I guess so.
Wait, he's about to be the first one out? That's unlike him.
Even though you got out first, I still have a prize for you. Just wait here.
Oh, first person out gets a car, and it just happened to be your friend Mac.
Furthermore, there is some verification to the claims because we have testimony from other people like Rosanna Pansino saying that there's rigged shit or fake shit. Why should it matter though, right? It's an entertainment.
Hey, my birthday's March 16th.
Well, why it matters is because the man who made this
And I'll be
video
41.
claims that MrBeast is running illegal lotteries, faking
Megan's
giveaways,
birthday is March
and
6th.
promoting unhealthy eating habits with his Beast Burgers and Feastables and promoting
Yeah, but we
online
need to
gambling
be
kids or just
actively
gambling
making that
kids, I
change,
guess. By the
Ron.
way, I foresee a MrBeast video coming soon called $1 Lawyer versus $1 Million Lawyer, because this is some crazy shit to just allege.
Oh, cool, Emma.
Yeah,
I love that we're like all
I
in
don't know,
similar
it's
age
kind of
brackets.
scary. I don't know if I would be saying that. Maybe, I don't know, let's see. Let's see how this goes. The video goes on to show numerous clips of MrBeast's live stream giveaways where he throws random
don't actually
items
know
of
very
money
many
into people's
Leos.
orders if they bought a signed shirt.
On August 2nd, 2020, MrBeast live streamed him and his friends signing limited edition shirts celebrating 40 million
My sister's
subscribers.
birthday is
And here
August
are just
5th.
some of the clips from that stream.
For those of you who are just joining, if you buy one of our limited edition 40 mil special shirts,
They
we're
can
celebrating
be, Megan,
a really big video.
but they can also be the most awful people in the world too, and that's a fact. Like Pisces men who are not like actively becoming their best self can be liars, cheaters, manipulators, women too. Like the absolute most unhinged of unhinged. That's Pisces.
A valuable prize,
Lunatic in a relationship, that's
and
Pisces.
consideration, which can be time or effort.
Oh yeah,
and
gaming, I'm 40.
To successfully run a contest or a sweepstakes, you must eliminate one of these factors. A contest, for example, eliminates chance, and a sweepstakes eliminates consideration. Determining if any MrBeast giveaways have been illegal lotteries, you need to identify a prize, which is distributed through random chance and cannot be won without spending money.
When this was going on, I thought that. I was like, that's kind of weird. Like it's a giveaway, there are giveaway levels. You get a golden ticket thing with Sour Boys back in March or January or February or something like that. I don't know, earlier in the year, and it was a competition. There's no giveaway, there's no random aspect to it. It's like purely based on merit, who has the best idea. Because I went down the rabbit hole of these rules and regulations, and it's just like, I don't understand how any of this stuff's legal. It seems all illegal, seems all stupid, but I don't know. Because according to FTC laws, if
My son is
you
a
are running
Gemini.
giveaway, consideration, aka payment, is not required to enter, and the odds of winning must be disclosed, and the requirements to enter must be spelled out. And in many of MrBeast's giveaway live streams,
I
which
definitely
are
look
mostly
older than
not
30.
available online anymore,
You're
you
just
can't
being
really watch
flattering.
them. He says that you must buy merch in order to receive some kind of prize, which that is technically consideration and is illegal according to FTC law.
Yeah, the leg muscle's getting bigger too.
Time to do their card.
It's happening.
We'll give 2 orders $500 each. 5 minutes, someone's getting $3,000. In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. 2 minutes, newest order.
Getting there.
It's
It's getting a little shape here too.
Good luck, everybody.
So this was a 6-hour live stream. They took it down off YouTube, but 5 hours of it are still up on their Facebook page. And during those 5 hours, I counted 46 illegal lotteries.
And that's a fair and valid point. Admittedly, not a good look. 100%, that makes sense. I wouldn't do that. And specifically looked into it because of the golden ticket thing, which, by the way, the candy just launched. Golden ratio. 3 people from the audience made it. Go to sour.gg. This guy's gonna hate me because I'm also promoting candy to my audience, which I don't know if is all children. I meet a lot of adult people who watch my videos, but I will say I don't pretend about candy, bro. It's candy. Eat it in moderation. It's not healthy whatsoever. It will literally rot your teeth and destroy your pancreas if it is a staple in your diet. You can enjoy it on an irregular.
Did you hear that? It'll destroy your pancreas. Did you hear what he just said? Listen.
I don't know if it's all
Pause.
children. I
Listen.
meet a lot of adult people who watch my videos, but
Listen.
I will say I don't pretend about candy, bro. It's candy. Eat it in moderation. It's not healthy whatsoever. It will literally rot your teeth and destroy your pancreas if it is a staple in your diet. You can enjoy it on an irregular, inconstant basis and be completely fine. That's what I do. I eat maybe a bag a week, maybe 2 bags a week if I'm, if something new comes out that I really like. The gummies though, they're good. They're really, really, really good. They're fucking delicious. It's really hard not to eat those. But everything in moderation, obviously. I'm not a very good salesman. So, sorry about that. Another example is when he stated in a description of a live stream that no purchase was necessary, but says that he is going to give prizes away in orders, implying that you need to place an order before they're away. That's consideration. So that's an illegal lottery, technically.
Now, this stream did say we're doing a ton of giveaways, no purchase necessary in the description. But to be eligible to win most prizes, you had to make a purchase.
Would you guys prefer that we throw money in random orders or that we throw items in random orders? Yeah.
Somebody screamed in chat, I want to switch. Hey. Buy a shirt.
In 30 minutes, we are giving away my car to someone that buys merch.
I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what that means, but that's not smart. I wouldn't have done that. But at the same time, maybe they did the research. Maybe they know. I mean, I wouldn't have, they were pretty popular at that point. I assume they have a lawyer on retainer. I don't know. It's also state by state as well. I assume it would have to do specifically with North Carolina. Maybe he's got someone in the FTC. I don't fucking know. They have an FTC rep on payroll. One thing that may make this all clear is that maybe he was giving away prizes to people who didn't purchase, but I don't know. It's maybe I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, once again. I don't want to partake in this specifically, but it's a valid point in the video. If I was MrBeast and this guy made this, I'd be like, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm not MrBeast. I'm not a genius guy or whatever. I'm just an idiot. This fella also shows clips of other members of the MrBeast crew signing Jimmy's signature, claiming that he was the one to actually sign it, which I don't know about that, but
it does say this limited tee signed by MrBeast and crew, but the description says it's signed by a member of the MrBeast crew, and it doesn't say anywhere that other members will sign MB, deceiving people into believing it was signed by MrBeast. So here's a clip of Tyler using MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signs MB, which is MrBeast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around, and then quickly slides the shirt away. Could you make it any more obvious?
Overall, the video is really interesting. I watched it. I thought it was pretty well done, pretty well made, and this guy obviously hates MrBeast. Wait, is this the Kendrick Lamar guy from the beginning? Dawson? Is this Dawson? What? No! Imagine becoming a YouTuber and your whole career is based off of working for MrBeast and then just shitting on his some non-ethical practices. You cannot work in YouTube or any sort of entertainment industry and be ethical. You have to be a carpenter. You have to do something that doesn't involve influence or power or money, dude.
I spent all of my 20s on opiates, pretty much. Almost 10 years of my life was wasted using opiates. So maybe I just preserved myself. I don't know.
How marketing in and of itself is just evil. It's all evil. It's all scummy, dude. There's double standards everywhere. I love Dr. Pepper. And plus all this pretty damning stuff coming out when there's already a lot of scrutiny due to the Ava Tyson situation. Beyond the culture war that has surrounded that, this whole thing is really weird. Jimmy could just claim ignorance, and there's a lot of ways out of this, obviously. I mean, the dude has done so much good. I'm sure a simple explanation would suffice. This fella is just implying that the guy's a master manipulator and that everyone in his company is in on it, like it's a huge cabal. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. I mean, obviously he's a master. He's a genius. MrBeast is a YouTube genius. He's a attention-gathering genius. The fellow who made this video, potentially Dawson, then shifts his focus to Feastables, which he also uses in a giveaway.
MrBeast launched Feastables, his new chocolate brand, back in January 2022.
I want to tell you guys about my new snack company, Feastables. They're made with only 5 ingredients, but still taste amazing. And I'm kicking off Feastables with something I've always wanted to do. 10 random bars are going to have a mystery ticket inside of them, and if you get this mystery ticket, we will fly you out to compete for a chocolate factory in one of our videos. And on top of that, Chandler, we're giving away over $1 million in other prizes for random people that buy the bars. Dude, I need to buy these.
And shows that when Jimmy first started promoting the bars, he boasted that they were healthier than Hershey bars because they only had 5 ingredients.
I wanted to just make a better for you snack brand because I think a lot of the stuff out there is just terrible for you.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat. Like Hershey's, for example, there's 10 ingredients, super processed. Our Feastables bars are 5 ingredients, and just all the ingredients are way higher quality. It's infinitely better than the other options out there.
But the Feastables recipe has changed recently to be basically identical to Hershey's.
Now in 2024, MrBeast changed the formula again to where it has
You already
mostly
said
the
that you
same
were not going to have any more
ingredients as
lollipops,
Hershey's
remember?
and even
Because
more sugar
you
and
had
more
2
calories
earlier
per
instead
bar.
of 1.
And this initial ad for Feastables where he calls it healthy is still getting millions of views a month.
That's not how it
He
works,
still
buddy.
preaches the health benefits, which market your product
He
however
did.
you want to market.
You said, Mom, if I have
Something
2,
that
I
has
won't
less
have any more for the
ingredients
rest of
and
the
is
day.
simple doesn't mean it's healthy naturally.
You did too, it was
right?
on
Like
camera.
less
You
ingredients,
watched it
sure,
yourself.
that's good. No dyes, natural flavors, sure, that's good. It's not healthy. None of this stuff is healthy. Nothing that is sugar-based, that has no protein or no fat, and that is processed in any way is healthy. That includes all of the candy that I make and 20% of the food that I eat on a daily basis. It is not healthy food. If you can't grow it,
Move, it hurts,
see
please.
it, shoot it, take its skin off, cut a part of it out, fry it, and eat it, it's not healthy. All right. Then he shits on MrBeast Burger for being inedible, which I agree, but that's like a ghost kitchen thing. I don't know, dude.
Ooh, maybe you should have spent a little less time on this beautiful logo and more time on making the food actually edible.
Brother, what's that?
The entire reason it seems like he's shitting on all of this in unison is because he's not only just promoting gambling to impressionable children and manipulating them, he's also selling them shit that's not bad for them. He's just betting on the most simple parts of the human condition and trying to exploit those, basically is what he's saying. Dopamine, serotonin. Eat some candy. Look at these bright colors. It's healthier than compared to Hershey's or whatever. Does he actually say that? Put a clip up. Put a clip up if he actually says that.
Keep in mind, only 5 ingredients, infinitely healthier for you than the normal thing out there.
Because that's crazy. Don't say that. Don't say that. So this
You learned a lesson already. You hurt yourself falling already. Please stop jumping around.
The MrBeast team has come
This place
out
is not a
and
place
said
to
that
do
Dawson's
gymnastics.
video is inaccurate, but ignored a lot of stuff like the illegal gambling part. And then Dawson responded and said all this stuff. So, guys, there's probably going to be more that comes out of this. It's insane. This is a crazy thing that's coming out, and I'm never going to be able to be up to date on it ever in a million years. So enjoy it. Yep, the DMs did leak from that Discord, and they're terrible. It looks really bad, and it even potentially implicates MrBeast. But there's a community note on this tweet saying that MrBeast, the name doesn't mean anything from a Discord because you could change anyone's name at any time and change the color, etc., 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 etc. There's not a lot known, but 100% we for sure know that Ava is a degenerate, and this is all disgusting, and I do not like it at all. There are no limits to where people will go to ensure the downfall of someone else. I mean, look at all these people coming out now with the newest competition of MrBeast. There's this video. We've got Rosanna Pensino. It's a competition. Like, at the end of the day, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. Let me know what you think down below. Do you think Jimmy Beast is the Antichrist? Do you think he does good objectively? Do you think it's possible for someone to do good objectively and also be a bad person, specifically? And tell me what you think about me.
Wish I was stronger in my arms.
When I was scrolling on TikTok,
Uh-oh.
Fired.
Well, top aide to controversial South suburban politician's been fired as federal politician's been fired.
Well, it's official. Keith Freeman has been fired.
Well, top aide to controversial South suburban politician's been fired as federal investigators focus in on his boss.
Federal prosecutors charged Keith Freeman with bankruptcy fraud back in April, but that didn't stop Tiffany Henyard from keeping him on the payroll in both Dalton and Thornton Township. Freeman denied in an afternoon text message to me that he had been fired from the township job, but we have the records that show he was.
Can Keith Freeman ever tell the truth about anything? This has been around for at least a week or two. It's the first time it's official that he has been fired. But the man can't tell the truth about anything at all. Obviously, on how much money he earns, that's why he's been hit with bankruptcy fraud. But we're going to check out the rest of this video and kind of talk about exactly what the hell is going on and some theories on, okay, he's been fired. What is he going to do now?
And it's raising speculation about his role in the ongoing federal investigation into Henyard's leadership. Keith Freeman has been a top aide and trusted advisor to Tiffany Henyard in Dalton and Thornton Township for a few years now, even running interference when we've raised questions about Henyard's spending.
And that's extremely important to understand. This was one of Tiffany Henyard's most loyal supporters. Of all the things that's been going on, he has been the one enabling her behavior. He was a part of it. There's tons of videos on this channel talking about all the shitty things that Keith Freeman has done in his past. Also, as
a lot of the time, our
of the
best isn't
township,
good enough for other
having both
people. Well, fuck
positions
them.
here. And it's very
They're not
interesting
in our
how
shoes.
things are getting worse for
They
both
don't
of them
know.
as the feds are in town.
There you go. There you go. That's all you get from me today.
But lately, Freeman has been feeling the heat from federal prosecutors. They charged him with lying about and covering up his income from Dalton in what some saw as a play to push him to cooperate with the FBI's investigation into Henyard. Back then, trustees said they hoped it was the beginning of the end of Henyard's reign.
And if you are the feds, that's exactly what you do. You try to get some of the more senior the lieutenants of the administration. You hit them with something that was pretty obvious because the guy can't file for bankruptcy properly. And now you probably give him some options. What are you going to do to save your own ass? Or are you going to start snitching?
But Henyard allowed Freeman to keep both jobs until now. WGN Investigates has learned township administrators loyal to Henyard began demanding answers about Freeman's whereabouts during the workday. Records show he claimed to be on family medical leave, but didn't fill out an application. And on July 9th, HR sent Freeman this in a challenge for mayor and control. On Sunday, a slate of trustees who called out her use of tax money for self-promotion, questionable contracts, a big security detail, travel, and her namesake cancer charity announced they're seeking to dethrone Henyard in next year's election. Despite his firing from the township, it's unclear whether Freeman is still making money from the village of Dalton. In a text message to me, Freeman denied that he was fired and denies that he's cooperating with the feds. Henyard's $5,000 a month publicist once again did not respond to our request for this.
You want me to go do this?
So he's disputing that he was fired, but is he still like technically doing the work of the position?
Well, this all started in Thornton Township when they said he wasn't showing up for work. Now in the village of Dalton, we're told by trustees, is still on the payroll in Dalton, but there have been some attempts or rumblings to remove him, but no formal process, because he's the village administrator. The village board in Dalton would technically have to be notified that he's out, and Mayor Henyard hasn't done that yet.
I can't imagine what it's like to be a resident and try to find answers to you.
And for the last good point, it's been extremely chaotic, to say the least. Is the man fired or he isn't fired? Why he doesn't know? Does he know? And he made sure to tell Ben Johnson that he wasn't cooperating with the feds. Of course he's cooperating with the feds. What other choice does he have? So we got Keith Freeman and Tiffany Henyard, two key figures in Dalton and Thornton Townships. Local
I mean, on the ground. You're lucky you didn't get dragged on the ground.
Henyard tried to keep him around, but I think at this point she wants to separate herself from him, as you saw from some of the stuff I talked about in the depositions. Tiffany is going to throw Keith Freeman under the bus, and at this point, Keith Freeman is definitely going to throw Tiffany Henyard under the bus. Of course, this is linked to the federal investigation into the Henyard administration. Henyard has been more than just an aide. He has been a close advisor. He has shielded Henyard from uncomfortable questions when it comes to spending public money. With the charges against him, there's no surprise that many people are speculating what Freeman might know and whether he might spill the beans to save his own ass. Now, the official reason, not showing up for work, not filing the proper paperwork for family medical leave, is not a good look for someone in a high-ranking position, but Keith Freeman has done tons of things that hasn't made him look good in a high-ranking position. You talk about Henyard's leadership and how bad it is. Why would she keep someone in such a critical role if they weren't doing their job? Well, she keeps a lot of people that don't do their jobs properly. All of this paints a chaotic picture of administration that might be more interested in self-serving activities, self-preservation, than actually serving the public. And Freeman, being such a close advisor, this is where things are going to get really, really chaotic. So, what is next for Freeman? One big question is whether he'll cooperate with the feds. I believe he is cooperating with the feds. This is going to provide a lot of juicy details about what is going on in Hayner's administration. I'm sure he read a deposition and saw that Tiffany Hayner was basically blaming him for everything, that she does not deal with the day-to-day. That's why the village administrator is around. Did you know that the DeGaldo Law Group was billed over $50,000 to defend this litigation? She answers, why would I know that? She says, I don't handle that. And your answer is that you don't handle that. She says, I don't. I'm the mayor. I don't know why you try to put me with day-to-day. I don't handle that. What's your understanding of how the process operates in the Village of Dalton? If a vendor, a company that performs services for the village, they submit a bill to the village, what takes place? Explain that process. She says, that's more for administration. Okay. And then you're the head of the administration, correct? She says, correct. As the mayor, it's your administration, and you have regular meetings with your administration. She says, I do not. Okay, do you have any monthly or weekly, bi-weekly meetings with anyone in your administration that has to do with invoices or bills being submitted to the village for payment? That's what a village administrator is for. That's not my job. Can you explain the warrant process? A warrant or what is bills that are outstanding to be paid?
I don't know yet. I'm coming into the kitchen to figure that out.
She answers,
Go back and sit down.
I think I told
No,
you
go back
that
and
a
sit
million and one times.
You
I
get
don't
nothing?
handle the day-to-day. I'm the mayor. That's
no
it.
word- there's
But
no
with
vessel. I'm
Freeman
not gonna put that in.
denying any cooperation with the feds,
We're out of
or
milk.
even the fact that he was fired, this could be him trying to keep a lid on things. Maybe he is trying to protect himself. He may be trying to distance himself from all this drama. But it's going to be a tough road ahead for him and Hayner. These allegations are public. Everyone is fascinated with this situation. And now Hayner is dealing with the re-election stuff, dealing with the allegations of corruption. And I want to talk about this election campaign between House and Hayner. This is going to probably be the most scrutinized mayoral election in Dalton's history. Everyone wants to know what's really going on. At this point, the residents want transparency and accountability from their leaders. And this is going to get really nasty. Some of the stuff I've already seen, this is going to get worse in terms of pointing fingers, throwing people under the bus, manipulation. It's going to go out of control. This whole situation is a mess, and it's crucial for the community to stay informed and demand better from those in power. It's important to question everything. It's also important to weed out all of the nonsense and ask the most important questions that help the Dalton residents and the township residents move forward. So it's going to be interesting to see how both Freeman and Hayner deal with this nonsense. I think the next village meeting is going to be an absolute mess. Because at this point, Hayner can answer everything by saying it's political. Because now that Senior Trustee Jason House is sitting right there, this is going to be absolutely crazy. But what do you guys think about this story? Let me know. Put in the comments below. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Her tower of fucking lies is starting to come
I
down.
stated that earlier today. I've asked
Okay,
my
60 days. So are you receiving regular updates? You're in charge of the Secret Service. This is about your organization. What happened 9 days ago? Are you receiving regular updates from the FBI on their investigation?
Yes, I am.
So you know some things are true, some things are probably not true. We want to talk to you about the things that we're hearing about and find out if they're true. Have you've been in contact with the FBI? Then you're getting updates on a daily basis, right?
Yes.
Based on what you said. Okay, so, and are you confident that the person in question, Mr. Crooks, was the only person firing that day against the president or the crowd? Is he the only one? I'm not asking you yet if he acted alone, but is he the only one, or can you say that with certainty to the American people?
That is the information I have at this time, yes.
Okay, does it appear he acted alone?
That's
Good
the
night,
information
Misty.
we have at this time.
Okay, now let's talk about the fact that he was noticed as
It's super
a
beautiful.
person of interest, of concern, suspicion, as you say. Your PI team, how do they stay in, there's a sea of people. How does the PI team get to that individual that's in question in the sea of people? How's that individual tracked?
Our protective intelligence teams that work at our sites are paired up with a local police counterpart, and so they work in conjunction together.
So they just follow them around, or let me ask you this. Looking at the site, you have multiple perimeters, right? You have the secure perimeter, the inside perimeter, you have multiple perimeters. Was the AGR so-called building the highest location affecting the site of the rally? Was it the highest location?
I believe the highest location at the site was where our counter snipers were.
What about the water tower
positioned.
adjacent? What about how high is the water tower?
I don't have the height on the water tower.
Okay, seems like water towers are pretty high, at least in the photo. It looks like there might actually be a building right behind the AGR building that is even higher than the building that Crooks fired from. You're familiar with cover, concealment, and defilade, right? You're familiar with those terms?
Yes.
So how would your sniper team or your PI team track the individual and give vectors to Secret Service on the PI team to get to that individual to question him? And how would you cover the defilade, the cover and concealment of low areas that you can't see from where your sniper team immediately adjacent to the president were sighted? How would you do that if you're not up on the high ground?
So when our counter sniper teams go out and conduct an advance, they have a methodology and provide a grid system that our response teams are able to vector in if they see something that is troubling.
So when Mr. Jordan asked about the assets that were requested, let me just ask you about assets requested. Were aerial assets requested for this event from either the Secret Service or state police or anybody else, drone, manned, otherwise? Aerial assets, were they requested?
I can't speak to what the local
Just asking
police
if they were
may
requested.
have conversations with the local police, but I can tell you that the assets that were requested from the Secret Service for the site that day were all granted.
But were aerial assets required? I didn't ask if you used them or what you used. Were they requested?
Baby, do you want a piece of bread?
Overwatch was requested and
Aerial.
was provided.
Is that aerial? Because Overwatch could mean on the water tower or not on the water tower. Can you be specific, ma'am? I'm running out of daylight.
I understand. If you're asking me about specifics, whether or not there was...
Is it not clear what I'm asking you? Were aerial assets requested by the president, by Secret Service, by anybody? Were they requested?
The Secret Service, we felt that we had a good plan in place.
Okay, fair enough. How about K9 assets with bomb sniffing or explosive sniffing capabilities? Requested. Didn't say they were present. Were they requested?
Those requests were fulfilled.
They were requested and fulfilled. So was the Crooks vehicle inside any of your perimeters?
No, it was not.
It was not. How did you... So it was not within so what, was there a device located on Mr. Crook's body to detonate the vehicle?
That is the information that I have.
So what would be the point of detonating the vehicle if it was not inside the perimeter?
I have no idea what Mr. Crook's motivation was.
Ma'am, the fact that you haven't, Mr. Chairman, haven't even visited the site, I understand there are other things going on, but the culture of your organization, the culture that doesn't, do you know how tall the president is? How tall is the president? President Trump, how tall is he?
He's over 6 feet tall. I don't know.
Okay, so do you assign agents based on their ability to cover physically and carry if necessary, the president of the United States, when you assign them to this mission? Is that a parameter that is considered?
I assign agents to work our protectees that are capable and have been trained by the Secret Service.
I understand they're trained, but if you're not tall enough, it has nothing to do with, we're not mad at you, but if somebody's 7 feet tall and you're 5 feet tall, there's going to be a delta there that is problematic in protecting the protectee. And I'm asking, is that a consideration when these agents, not saying you, but when they're assigned to the protectee?
The agents that are assigned to our protectees are perfectly capable.
Okay, ma'am. So the culture is what I'm concerned about, because the primary objective here seems to be something other than securing the site, securing the principal, and securing the people at the site. And that's the concern based on the answers that you've given today so far. Without a yield, Mr. Chairman.
Chair now recognizes Mr. Moskowitz from Florida.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Chair now recognizes Mr. Palmer from Alabama for 5 minutes.
Director Cheadle, did local law enforcement ESU teams have compromised authority to engage a perceived threat?
Yes.
Why do you think they didn't use it?
I believe that they follow the same use of force that our
You
agency.
don't, when you have compromised authority, you don't have to get permission if you perceive a threat. And
I really need to stop cooler in
not
here.
just the ESU units, but there were local law enforcement that had line of sight
So fucking
on
hot.
the shooter before the shots were taken. So one of my questions is there was supposed to be a briefing with the Secret Service sniper units, your counter assault team members, with the contract team, with the local ESU
I'm sorry, Mama,
teams.
did I scare you?
That took place. Why was that?
So I have been told that there has been a briefing. There was a briefing that took place.
I've been told that there wasn't one.
And again, we are still looking into the facts of the investigation. So
Let me ask you this. When were you informed that there was a credible threat against President Trump, former President Trump? When did you learn of that?
Sir, the former president has a number of threats.
I didn't ask you that. There was a credible threat from Iran. When were you informed of that? Answer the question.
We have been monitoring the threats.
You knew before. You knew before the rally. Okay.
Stop, Orly.
Right. The site security plan is generally drafted by the site supervisor and the site agent, probably out of the Pittsburgh district office. Did they take into account the credible threat against President Trump?
Our personnel take into account the threats that are
Then
out
why
there.
would they leave a building? And I will correct the distance that's been quoted. It was about 140 yards with clear line of sight to the president. Why was that building not occupied? In charge, who I think signed off on the. So,
Orly, no.
How is it
No.
that all of
Stop
these
trying to get my
mistakes could be
food. No.
made? How many explosive devices were found on or near the
Stop.
site?
No.
Racial, sexual.
I can't listen to this guy. Everyone's talking about these Discord leaks today. Uh-oh. What the fuck happened to Dylan Mulvaney?
Today wasn't supposed to be a crying day.
One of those days.
Why do I always feel like crying?
Because you...
I like your
Because
style.
look what you did to yourself.
Why do I always feel like crying?
Look what you did to yourself.
Sometimes you eat the bar, and sometimes the bar will
Dare.
eat you.
No!
Okay, dude. Have it your way.
Oh yeah, Discord leaks.
What's up, guys? Boy Benny. It's not often that the cringiest, worst, saddest, most embarrassing, humiliating stories on the internet have a happy ending. But sit back and relax and listen to the tale of Dylan Mulvaney. This story certainly has a happy ending. Oh yeah, baby. Dylan Mulvaney, in this ad, tanked $27 billion worth of market cap for Bud Light. This ad marked the end of the high water mark for woke advertising. Meaning if you spit in the faces of your customers and stop just making the product you're supposed to make and start doing politics, we will punish you. And we've punished Bud Light. Bud Light is now the third most popular beer in America and was destroyed because of this advertisement. And many, many tens of millions of Bud Light drinkers will never touch a bottle of that stuff ever again because of it. You might have said at the time that we were obsessive when we talked about this, but look at what it has wrought. Because we targeted Bud Light and were able to exert pressure and we're able to prove that the customer is always right and we will inflict pain on you if you decide
John
to push
Deere
woke
and
politics
Tractor
on
Supply
us for
have
your
backed off
products.
the woke shit.
Now, see the results. John Deere and Tractor Supply, without even firing a shot, decided to cancel all of their DEI initiatives, along with Microsoft and dozens of other Fortune 500 and Fortune 100 companies. This is a huge win, and it's because of you and me and us organizing, making brands and
I did dread
people
maintenance on my
toxic.
hair, so
You
maybe
should
my
just sell your damn
hair
product.
is pulling my
Stop
eyes
trying
back
to make
further.
everything political. And that's a good thing for the entire country, all right? It's yielding amazing results for pretty much everybody except for Dylan Mulvaney, who's going through a really rough time right now. One of Dylan Mulvaney's latest videos is when somebody said that your 15 minutes of fame is over. And Dylan Mulvaney had a bit of a breakdown live.
15 minutes almost over. Says user 9704035144775. I'm just looking at my clock. I think it's gonna be longer than 15 minutes, darling. And seeing that I'm slating things out 2 to 3 years from now, that will come out in 2 to 3 years, I think it might be a little bit longer. The longest 15 minutes of your life. Love you.
Does anybody get like the Joker hostage video vibes from that? From the Dark Knight? Yeah. So what has Dylan Mulvaney been working on? Well, Dylan Mulvaney charged $40,000 for a college speech tour that had, as far as we know, a single stop at it. That single stop was at Penn State University, and there's video evidence of how many people showed up. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dylan Mulvaney, and Dylan Mulvaney saying hello to the dozens of people.
There's only 5 people there.
There are more people that show up for a job fair. Crazy idea. At an Antifa intersectional demonstration. As I've said many times, I've seen more people in line at Chick-fil-A at the airport at 5 a.m. in the morning. So Dylan Mulvaney moved from there on to making music videos. Dropped a music video that was roundly hated by every single person on the internet. Dylan Mulvaney then went on to play Disney princesses.
Wow! Look at me, I put a show on.
Okay. And, yeah, has generally, and as we have always noted, shown you what this is all about, right? You can see right here at the very top of Dylan's TikTok.
They were up here last night.
Business.
You used them today.
Business. Tickets.
You did.
Tickets.
Business. Go get them from
money.
the kitchen.
Money. Give me money. Money. Give
It was
me
dead.
money.
It was dead.
So there is something remarkable, though, about Dylan's new look.
So is it up here?
Ladies and gentlemen, we will play it for you now. It's right here at the very top of Dylan's TikTok. Quite remarkable.
Not pulling on the cord.
It's Dylan Mulvaney.
Dude, did you drop him outside?
Dressed as a cowboy.
Pull it 3, 2, 1.
Dancing a cowboy dance.
Babe.
Dylan Mulvaney dresses as a bearded cowboy in bizarre TikTok to promote new comedy show.
Well, I don't know what else to do. Come on.
There we go.
No, come out of there.
That's your new look.
Come on.
This is officially your new look
You won't fall. You're laying all the way
for
on the
Dylan
bed.
Mulvaney.
I'm looking on the floor. Drop them off.
I am without words.
Mom!
There's so much to be said.
What are you doing?
This curtain's falling
The
out.
Dylan Mulvaney tour, which again, money. Dylan Mulvaney tour. Tickets start at £10.
Why?
$10.
Because they cost a lot of money.
This is a tour that will be going through Scotland, I guess.
I let you borrow them.
Got it. So I guess you can go
I let you borrow them.
go see this.
Doesn't matter if it was today.
Go see this live.
Doesn't matter if
Are
it
you
was
ready?
today or yesterday
Are you ready? United Kingdom? America is not sending their best. Holy smokes. There is something quite interesting, though, about the, I guess, lore of Dylan Mulvaney, because Dylan Mulvaney proposed to Bud Light to fix their image by dressing as a cowboy. Here we go. This is the suggestion from Dylan Mulvaney to Bud Light as to how to how to fix the brain.
And I thought how fun if we had done like some sort of Western commercial where it was like a cowboy at the end of the bar and then maybe a trans person on the other, and there's like one beer in the center and it's like just because we could have a laugh and to show that like as much as, you know.
So I get that
What?
maybe that's what Dylan's trying to do
You're missing.
here. Maybe Dylan's trying to make a new. Is this a new Bud Light ad? Bud Light, are you making a new ad? Are you taking Dylan up on the advertisement? Dylan Mulvaney is also being used to troll Republicans in political ads. It's amazing. Dylan Mulvaney was paid on Cameo to go troll a Republican running for Congress in South Dakota, I believe. And Dylan was tricked into talking about rhino hunting.
Hi, Julie. It's Dylan Mulvaney from my TikTok and Instagram series, Days of Girlhood. And I wanted to make you this video because your told me that you have a huge job change coming up. And from what I understand, you just spent like 10 or more years in North Dakota, like basically saving the planet and like promoting green energy and reducing harmful coal plants, which is so iconic. And now, I'm very excited for this. You are now going to the DC Zoo. With rhinos. Babe, that is insane. I'm so excited. Like, how do you go from one thing to another? Those are pretty drastic. And if I'm ever in DC, I'm going to figure out a way to reach out to you and check out the rhinos. So, best of luck. I love you, Julie. I love you.
There's a fresh pair of crackers down there.
That is the best. That's the best political campaign ad in the cycle. Nothing will ever take it. Nothing will ever take it.
That way.
Speaking of taking over, it does seem like people are beginning to now disavow Dylan Mulvaney on the left, and are beginning to say no
Yourself. Where were
to this insanity. The same way as
I told you they
corporations
were
have,
right here last time I saw them when you were last live today. They were right here.
This is not somebody who is trying to do anything good. This is somebody who is trying to make a bunch of money.
How you doing?
And is attempting to manipulate corporations, people, universities, comedy clubs into more money, more cash. We've said this
right now,
we've said this the entire time. And now it seems like the left is actually listening with us and disavowing Dylan as well. Watch this.
Finally canceling Dylan Mulvaney.
He totally has sprained his
Guess what I'm watching right now?
I get labeled as a certain word that I can't say on this app.
It's one of the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies.
Now that I know. People are finding it very suspicious.
Guess which one though?
That this woman right here has grown her entire account based off of
it's going to come in tomorrow or the day after.
Women are for her, and of course recognizing the struggles that women have to go through on a day-to-day basis.
One of the ones on
She's
Max.
actually won, I swear, Woman of the Year for this. However, when it comes to speaking about the women in Palestine who are having to use tent scraps because their periods are coming, or the women in Congo who are aggressively and systematically getting raped, she's quiet.
I'm watching
She's
that.
silent. It's crickets even. People aren't recognizing that it's women that got this woman to this place to begin
Dad?
with. But however, when it comes to addressing issues that affect women within the diaspora,
later, okay?
she's conveniently
But
quiet.
first-
Yeah.
Canceled. You know what? You don't have to agree with what the person says.
Oh,
you
it's
just agree with the
only
results.
8:24.
All right. And for us, these are the results. So, good luck, I guess.
Well, I'm coming in
the
hopping
UK.
in. I'm
Hopefully
hopping
that
in bed
person
so my mom
isn't
can
in the
massage
audience
the
for your
shoulder
stand-up
me.
routine, Dylan. But you never know. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.
No, she's gonna give me a massage, but the toe's fine. I've been walking for a few hours. It doesn't hurt. Yeah, it's still swollen, but it's just not as tender. It's not tender unless I'm touching where it actually was cut.
Where's his chicken at?
It's in the bag that all his stuff was in.
It's not. I already emptied that bag.
We are all looking forward not only to
Hey,
our
do you
being
see
with our
Dad?
lawsuits,
I
but
don't ask
also
Daddy
the
to look
criminal
for something.
justice system
I
we're
got
living
something.
on.
I got it right here.
A grand jury is reportedly hearing
Do you
testimony involving
see
Sean Diddy
that
Combs
big
following a
chicken
raid on his
Orly
homes
likes?
in March, and he has a new lawyer.
Those are just a couple of the top 5 updates on the
we
rap
forgot
mogul
it at
who's
my
come under
dad's.
fire for allegations of sex trafficking for
Well,
months.
I
A lawyer
might
for one
be
of Combs'
dropped off
accusers
day
is here
after
to tell
tomorrow.
us about when
What?
she thinks Combs could be indicted. Welcome to
No.
Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. We've been telling you for months about Sean
Here,
Diddy Combs and the allegations of sexual assault and sex trafficking made against him by a number of women, some going back decades. NBC News reported in early July that Combs' legal team had been notified a week earlier that he was the subject of an ongoing criminal investigation. The report cited 2 unnamed sources. We knew that Sean Combs was under suspicion for sex trafficking due to agents with the Department of Homeland.
Get to what we were going to do, a massage. I said, can you massage my back? And then you said,
What are you doing?
Whoa, 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 whoa. He was about to get out.
What are you doing?
No, we haven't yet.
What? Do you need to go potty? You want more food?
But, Dad, guess what? This toe doesn't actually hurt when I put pressure on the bottom of it. Only when I touch the direct wound, very, like, with less than a pound of weight. Here.
If you have a toothache, get raw cloves or get cloves, the actual.
What is it?
Like not ground up. You can get ground clove if you want to and put it in a little like mesh bag. But you have to get something with very fine mesh that will not allow it to go through it. But if you get clove and you literally just chew on it where you have the tooth pain, it will help so much. Also, take L-lysine.
Hold on, I'm gonna my. Take your headphones case and open it and close it till it makes a clicking noise. Listen. Now you try it on with your headphones. Then how'd you not know it was this?
Hey God.
I love you, Mom.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nez Nation, we have it on record. The Honorable Madam Cash Money G, Fannie Willis, has admitted on the record in this response to the defendant's motion to disqualify her staff, basically, Attorney Love and the prosecutors in the YSL Young Thug RICO trial, on record where she claims the ex parte meeting was proper. Is anybody shocked? I'm not shocked.
I love you
but it's
too.
actually now on. Everybody was wondering, what did she think? What did Fannie Willis think of the ex parte meeting? We actually have now a record. If you don't know what I'm talking about, or maybe forgot, let me refresh your memory with this clip right here.
You haven't answered my question yet. I'm not. How did you answer that question? You're not? No, I will not answer. Why will you not answer that question? Because I want to make sure that what I say is accurate, and I'm not trying to... No. I'm asking you, how did you get this information? I'm not telling the court. What I'm saying is fun information. Okay, well, listen, if you don't tell me how you got this information, then you and I are going to have some problems. We can have this... I have problems right now. Okay, I know. Look, I don't want to know what your problems are at this point in time. All I'm asking you at this point in time is, how did you come upon this information? Look, if the case gets reviewed, the record's going to be available for our appellate court and for whatever reason. But it's disturbing me somehow you have surreptitiously gotten information in regards to the court's private ex parte conversation with the party. I mean, yes, who was sworn in Friday. The court's telling, this is what I was told. If it's not true, not true. This court is still asking Copeland. Tell me how you got the information. Listen, tell me how you got the information, then we can go ahead and go forward. I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is this. I was told, and I hope this concerns the court. It concerns me that you have proprietary information, or information that you should not be having that was ex parte. Why? With a party. Why? State of Georgia.
Okay, so if you don't remember that was Judge Suge Knight Landon, who has since then been removed from this case. There was another judge who was assigned the case, and then she was like, I'm out of here. I don't want anything to do with this. But now there's a third judge. They haven't actually resumed trial with the jury for over a week now. What this new judge has been doing has been just catching up on the case. But here's one of the things that the judge needs to rule on, and this week could be the most important week of the entire Young Thug YSL RICO trial. Why? Because she could potentially rule this entire case a mistrial.
Now, Fannie Willis, because this is happening in Fulton County District, Fannie Willis responded to a motion from the attorney that you saw in that clip, Brian Steele, who represents Young Thug. She responded to his motion to disqualify the entire trial and the entire prosecution team, and this is what she had to say. I have the entire order right here. It was filed on Friday, and I have the full order, the full motion right here. And the funny thing is, I'm going to show you a response to this motion from an actual attorney, from somebody who's not a DEI hire, somebody who actually understands law and actually has a legitimate, position and presence in an actual courtroom, not like these clowns at the Fulton County DA District Attorney's Office, including Fannie Willis, including Attorney Love, including all of the attorneys that work under Fannie Willis. But I'll show you a response to that. So the Chief Deputy District Attorney Adrian Love and Simone Hilton, there was a request to have them disqualified. And so I'm not going to go through all this. Is only a 9-page motion. I'll leave a link to the entire motion if you want to check that out in the description and show notes. But essentially what Cash Money G is saying is that, first of all, she didn't supply any evidence. She didn't assert any legal case law to back up her argument. All she literally said was that the hearing in chambers was about an ongoing contempt proceeding against a witness who, upon motion of the state, had been compelled to testify but refused to do so. And in actual recorded document, this is recorded for time immemorial, Fannie Willis, Cash Money G, actually says that ex parte meeting that got Judge Suge Knight Glanville removed from the case every legal expert, every legal scholar that has any legal acumen or legal precedence at all has said that was a completely unwarranted and illegal meeting to have with the prosecution and a key witness without even the defense present, but also without even notifying the defense. That's why he got removed. But look at what she says, and this is after the fact. This was filed Friday, July 26th. In support of its holding that a defendant had no standing to contest the grant of use immunity to a witness under both King and Allen, the June 10th, 2024 in-chambers hearing, yep, you see it right there, was proper. Holy macadamia nut. It also goes on to say the defendant had no standing to contest the hearing or to participate in it. This is kangaroo court personified. What are you talking about? Kenneth Copeland, a.k.a. Little Woody, is literally the key witness in this entire case. Every single thing that witness utters behind closed doors in chambers has everything to do with the defendant. They had every right to participate in that. Cash Money G is just exposing her lunacy, her idiocy, her DEI hire. That's what she's doing. It's absolutely egregious. The defendant does not expect that a proper hearing, which he had no standing to contest or participate, now somehow provides. Defendant does not expect that a proper hearing, which he had no standing to contest or to participate in, now somehow provides the defendant the right to disqualify the lead prosecutors who took part in the hearing. Actually, it kind of does, Fannie. You know why? Because your prosecutors committed ethical, legal, prosecutorial misconduct and violations to the nth degree. And she ends it with a real professional sentence. Such a position makes no sense. That is as if to admit that her argument is complete bogus. She goes on to say, even if the hearing had not, let's just say it had not been proper. I mean, I can't believe this is a real motion written by a district attorney. Even if the hearing had not been proper, an even bigger hurdle barring disqualification of the prosecutors is the availability to defendant of other sources of evidence of what happened during the hearing. She's talking about the transcripts which were doctored, the transcripts which were modified, the transcripts which do not show exactly what happened, which in the very definition shows impartiality and an unfair, because every defendant is promised in our great republic a fair and impartial trial. This goes exactly to the antithesis of that credo. In here, she says the hearing chambers was taken down by the court reporter and transcript. All parties now have it. The transcript clearly identifies. I did a whole video on this. The transcript doesn't even come close. It's the same thing as saying, well, hey, you have the transcript to Biden's testimony to Robert Hur and the special counsel, but he won't give up the audio tapes. Why won't he give up the audio tapes? He hid behind executive privilege, so he didn't have to show the audio tape. What are you hiding? It's the same person. You see the thread there, Station? You see the linkage between all of these vile, vermin, LAD, lion-ass, dog, radical, woke, left pigs. Not citing any evidence. There's no compelling need for the lead prosecutor to testify, especially given that there are ample sources of information to establish what occurred at the hearing in the chambers. That is so BS. And she even has the guts. I mean, like at this point, do we even doubt any? I mean, the temerity of Fannie Willis.
I don't even know any of these commands that you keep doing.
Research Institute
no,
across the world. Moreover, while she talks about Chief Judge Glanville being a witness, Moreover, while at no point did the chief judge comment on the evidence before the jury, it appears defendant's primary purpose in calling the chief judge would be to ask him to do just that. Although defendant has not requested permission to do that yet, this is a preemptive, you can't call the judge. The state submits the court should deny such a request when and if it is made. Nobody made a request for that. I mean, Brian Steele sort of alluded to that. But the audacity, the gall, the lack of self-awareness, the lack of any qualification to be inside the courtroom or writing a motion of this stature is just absolutely bonkers. This is why McAfee should have not only disqualified Fannie Willis from the case back in February and March, he should have disbarred this. This woman has no right to be near a court of law. It is literally like injecting cancer into your veins, having this woman near a court of law. And then just so you can see it's signed, the defendant's efforts to forestall the conclusion of the longest trial in Georgia's history, your fault by the way, Fannie Willis, seeking to disqualify the lead prosecutors should immediately be stopped. This honorable court should deny defendant's motions to disqualify the lead prosecutors in this case on the pleadings alone. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. For the record, she, instead of apologizing, instead of actually for once in her life doing the right thing on a professional level, can you imagine in her personal life? No wonder this woman had affairs with Nathan American by the way, with a married man. No wonder she embellishes. No wonder she steals and defrauds taxpayers in Fulton County. No wonder she fires whistleblowers as soon as the shtick is up. I mean, it's like this woman is a walking pariah. But here's another motion that was actually filed by, this was filed by Nichols Cormarvius. I don't know how you say that name. Nichols' attorney. This was a response to that. I'm not going to go through this whole motion, but the best part about this is literally exactly what I just said. So he's responding to the same motion that Fannie Willis just wrote, that we just went through, and he says the state did not proffer the state's own characterization of the events. The state did not submit facts in support of its conclusion. The state did not present any legal argument upon which the court could or should rely. So this is kind of legal term for saying whatever Fannie Willis just said is just a bunch of bullcrap. Everything's just slowly adding up for Fannie Willis. If there's any chance in a million years that the Trump case that she brought forth is going to even see the light of court, all of these things, all of these documents, all of these statements can be used against her. She is literally co-signing. Instead of doing the right thing, instead of saying, you know what, he made a mistake, but you know what, our appellate courts worked, he got recused, he should have been recused, we apologized. However, this is why we think we should still continue the case, because of what was the basis for you launching the case in the first place. Why not actually show and exemplify some substantive evidence and claims to justify you going after young thug in this trial, which is the longest trial dragging out in Fulton County history. Big shock, under Fannie Willis's tenure, which is costing taxpayers tons of money, and you have a backlog of over 30,000 cases from actual Fulton County residents who have legitimate cause and legitimate cases that should seek justice. They're on the backlog because you're trying to chase these high-profile cases.
Speakers are coming.
This is what DDI are doing.
I know. We need to get the door shut though. Come on, for real. I'm looking at I'm looking at the mosquitoes flying in and about to land on you and suck your blood. I do, because you're gonna be asking me to X out your freaking boo-boos the whole damn time.
Well, it was proper. No, it was proper because, they got the transcript. The transcript was there. And I'm not gonna apologize for anything. Even if you watch me in broad daylight do something, get caught red-handed, it's like, don't believe your eyes, don't believe your ears.
Please do not impede my getting on and off the bed.
Don't believe that Joe Biden's incompetent for years. Don't believe the fact that Kamala Harris just usurped democracy and became the presumptive nominee without earning a single vote. Don't believe your eyes and ears.
Mr. Demanding over here.
Migrants are crossing our border every single year thanks to our Joe Biden.
I'm gonna go to bed. It's 8:30. I'm gonna rub Elliott's shoulders and watch some stuff that I can't watch because of copyright. See you guys tomorrow morning. I love you, Terry. Good night, guys. I will see you in the morning. Maybe we'll get lucky and, like, Kristen's freaking shit will work. See y'all tomorrow.